Good day, everybody. How we doing? Welcome
Hello.
into
Hey, guys.
the Good Luck Have Fun podcast. I'm Ben,
I'm Dan.
I'm James.
and today we're going to be talking to you about the latest Twitch v Kick shenanigans and share maybe some festival stories that we've had over the years. So, Dan, how have you been, my man, over the last couple of weeks?
Do you know what? I've been really good, Dan. I've been getting back into me reading. No, you said last time about getting into reading and stuff. Last few weeks as well. Finished Elden Ring, didn't I?
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, finally.
He did. This isn't a lie. He did.
I did. It took me forever. It felt, honestly, I was doing Elden Beast for weeks. It was genuinely the hardest game I've ever played. Like, I know it might sound really sad to a lot of you people, but
The tryhards are like hard. Scoff.
And then I tried Dark Souls 3 and fuck no.
Man got battered at the wall, man.
It was ass. That game's ass. But no.
That game is a masterpiece.
Do you think so?
I love Dark Souls 3. I loved it.
I don't know what
sick.
it was. I don't know what it was about it. I was playing it. I got onto it and it was just, go through the wall, whatever. And I felt like there was no break. It was just fighting, fight. There was no breath you could take. You literally just had fighting, and there was no bonfires. It could just go and suck a dick.
There's bonfires.
Fifth couple, after 4 hours of playing, there's a couple of bonfires somewhere.
Do you know what it sounds like to me, bro?
I'm just not good enough.
You need to get some of that get good, don't you?
Oh,
That's all it is, bro.
No, do you know what? But other than that, I've had a really good couple of weeks. It's been hot, hasn't it?
It's been actually, it's cooled down
It's
a little
cooled down
bit.
a lot.
Last few days. I mean, if you remember last episode, we were all in shorts. Dan's still
I'm still
wearing
rocking
shorts.
shorts,
Yeah,
man.
but it's cold enough to have actual jeans on at the moment.
is.
So that's surprising.
Yeah,
But I'm proud of you for beating Elden Ring, man. It's hard to, when you go to those kind of games, to stick through it, and
not proud of me.
going against the same boss 40 times is.
Oh no, it's hard. It was a lot more than 40 times, bro. Giving me, it was stress to the point where I was like, "Is there strategies for me killing this? Is there strategies?" And I
They're
was
all
googling
gimmicks
it.
for some, aren't they?
Yeah.
So...
Well, with Elder Beast, because I was a frost mage. I was a frost build. So I was obviously an astrologer. So I was far away, and that was just not the way to do it. So I had to get in my man's face through the whole fight. Yeah. To the point where I was using Moonblade the whole time. I had to change my strategy for it, and then I did it.
Fucking hell.
It was stress.
My man.
Stress.
Mate. Yeah, it is. But at least you did it. You smashed it.
Yeah, man,
You bloody
thank
did
you,
it.
bro.
The perseverance of Souls-like players is astonishing.
Oh, yeah.
And worrying, to be honest.
More concerning.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it can be a massive concern. It's like, how do you like this defeat so many times? I don't get it. Like,
Because when you get the win, there's a direct correlation between the amount of times you die against the boss and the dopamine when you kill it. It is like, whoa.
No,
I mean?
it's mental, isn't it? Like, then I moved on to Dark Souls 3, and like I said, like that was so hard. I don't know how people actually sit through and play that with persist through that game. Like, your patience must be on a different level.
Apparently, this is going to sound so big-headed. Apparently, I'm really quite good at Souls-like games. Apparently, I found Dark Souls 3 quite easy.
no,
ya?
keep looking that way.
I found Dark Souls 3. What are you doing?
I'm looking at Dan through your glasses.
Oh right! Oh, man.
I haven't got a tiny head.
He just stretches and it's
No,
so funny.
I was the one with the big head then. I'm sick at Souls games. Me. No, but apparently I do all right. I tell people how many times I die on them, and really, that's it. And then yeah. Also, Spartan, welcome on in, dude.
Hey, Spartan.
Hello, man.
You need to do Elden Ring now. Well, get on it. Do it.
Yeah,
if
go
Dan
for it,
can
man.
do it, anyone can do it.
That is so true.
That
man.
was so mean. I'm sorry.
Well, it was funny because I said, literally about half an hour before I said about me finishing it, I said, Asher's got my remote control, so he's not letting me have it, as in he was running around the house with it, right?
And he beat it with.
Yeah, and then Asher actually did it.
And then half an hour later, I put in the disc, I was like, fuck, I've just done Elden Ring, and then everyone was kind of like, no, Asher just did it.
Yeah, Asher just did it.
Asher defo just smacked Elden Beast.
Just an Elden Ring. Yeah, but where's Asher? Sparked out on the floor.
Yeah. My man's just sat there playing it.
Oh
Did it
God.
first time.
Nah, man's a gamer.
He is
Ready to
he
win,
will
bro.
be.
He is.
And he literally grabs my controller out my hand every time and just sits there playing with it.
What's the first game you're going to let him play be? What's the first game to say to you, son, this is what I love more than anything, other than yourself?
So more than you.
I don't know. I think it's going to end up be something like Crash Bandicoot. You know,
I was going to say, that's definitely the one, I think.
Something that's quite simple to get the grasp of.
Yeah,
You know, move around, jump over that. You know, that would be a pretty good
it's something
start.
that means something to you, isn't it? It's,
He's got the Crash Teddy that we've seen on there before on the stream. So, yeah.
Oh, I love that. Love that,
I love
bro.
you.
I love you.
Aw.
Also, we are quick live on TikTok as well. So hello TikTok.
Hey,
Hope you're doing
TikTok.
good.
Hello, TikTok.
If you want to check out an actual thing on the green screen, go to youtube.com at GLHF podcast and you can see the stream in all its glory. But welcome on in. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, man.
Got a couple more buttes up in chat as well.
Hey, guys.
We've got Shanimal, we've got Para. Guys, how's it going? Doing amazing Elden Ring. Yeah, no, I'm proud of Dan Para. I'm proud of him. But how are you guys doing? Hope
Liam,
you're all
welcome as well,
good.
bro. Yeah, I hope you're doing
Wonderful
well.
to see you. Happy Saturday, and I hope you're all cooling down.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler now.
It is a
I'm
lot
happy
cooler.
with that.
I'm loving it.
How have you been? What have you been up to?
Yeah, James, what have you been up to?
I've been doing a lot of painting.
Which I've been loving to
I mean,
see. Because you had a slump, didn't you, for a little bit?
It was too
A
hot,
brief
man.
period,
It was
yeah.
you know what it was? Like every time you put the paint down on the palette, it's already dry because it's so hot.
No wet
that
blending for you, then.
No, there's no moisture in the paint at all. Like, it's been horrible. So I finally got back into painting. Working on my Disciples of Bellicor army, which I'm really excited to get
I'm
done.
so gassed for that.
I can't wait to get.
I'm
finished
so
with it.
gassed. I'm trying to make this not really loud.
Just crack it, bro. Everyone loves a good crack of a can. Like, don't worry about it.
Sorry.
Um,
But yeah, I'm so hyped for that army. It's going to look
thanks,
so
bro.
good.
They're actually pretty simple to paint as well, so it's not like I'm spending 8 hours per individual like troop.
Yes, it's like a character model where you're
No.
spending half a day
Yeah, exactly.
doing that.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put in the Discord. I finished the model that I was putting in the hobbies chat in the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, link is in description. Please do go
Check
join.
it out.
There's amazing people in there. We absolutely love them to death.
We do.
So there was that. I've been going on a lot of walks as well. I've done about 30 miles in the past week.
Christ.
Yeah.
To be fair,
30 miles?
30.
it's a nice, refreshing thing to do, though, isn't
It
it?
is.
Clears
Grab-
your mind walk.
Put my headphones in, go for a walk, and because we've got loads of like country roads and stuff around here,
Take me home.
this is it. There's no one around, so I can
Yeah.
sing and I
Yes,
can
of course.
vibe and think and
Yeah,
chill.
yeah.
'Cause I needed a bit of that recently.
Especially
so-
when you work from home, though. You know, do you know what I mean? Like when you're working at home.
Oh
like,
god,
that's
yeah.
tough, isn't it?
It's awful. Like there are times where you just, you wake up, you roll out of bed, you straight into work, and then
Literally.
when you're doing this content creation thing as well, you might finish your day job, but then you've got an obligation to quickly go and do something
Yeah,
else. And
exactly.
before you
Yeah.
know it, you've spent your entire day working. You've not actually left your house. It's a bit
It's
shit.
challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's challenging.
I did have one thing happen to me though when I was walking home. The last time I've gone for a walk, so I've not gone for another one. It was. It's up. Just keep everyone happy.
I know.
You know.
So,
Love you guys. It was, I don't know, Thursday or something. It was about 1 in the morning or something. I don't know what time it was.
it was about 11,
Yeah,
quarter to 11.
sorry, yeah, there you go. About 11:15. And I'd only gone for what I would consider a quick walk. It's about 3 miles one way, 3 miles back. So anyway, I was doing that and I was on one of the kind of country roads that leads close to my home. And I could smell something weird. I swear, like, it was such a distinctive smell. And it wasn't like, because I'm near fields, it wasn't like cow shit or anything like that. It was... And before I know it, bang, bang! I was like, what the hell is that? And a car, some white Audi coupe looking thing, had decided that today was the day they wanted to shoot fireworks at people.
Nice.
And so someone point blank drove past me and started throwing fireworks at me.
Fucking horrible,
Unbelievable.
Huh.
That's crazy.
And then, so they drove off, and because it's a country road, you can only really go one way, and then there's no real, turn-offs or anything. There's a turn-off for me, though, like a country path.
that.
Yeah.
We're, like, pitch black.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so they drive down, and I was like, "What?" Like, the last thing I needed on this walk,
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah.
And then, anyway, I was like, oh, they're going to turn around. So I legged it.
Yeah, bet.
Straight down this country path, pitch black. Like, I was phoning him because I was like, I am just bricking it right now. And then, anyway, so I get like halfway down the country path and you hear the tyres squeal. The lights are on. They're the only car on the road. And they came back, fireworks going off again. I was like, for fuck's sake, if they turned down this, because you can turn down the country path, you can get a car kind of down there.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh no.
No,
So my
I
walk
get
turned
that.
into a run.
Yeah.
And I haven't been on one
You should get your
since.
steps
No,
in,
that's,
man.
that's grim. That people are honestly twats.
They're
man.
horrible, aren't they?
That's why I woke up in the morning, right, and I had 5 missed calls off him, and I was like, bloody hell, what have I missed? What? Because it's like 11 at night, and I was like, what have I missed? Bloody hell, what's
5
happened?
missed
And
calls.
I was thinking, have you like forgot your key and been locked out or something.
I do that a lot, by the way.
But my phone was on silent, so I woke up and got in touch and you explained it, and I was just like, oh my god, that's horrible.
It was like,
Awful.
I mean, you can have things happen. A car drive past and beep at you because they like getting a bit of a jump out of you.
Yeah,
That's fine
yeah.
because they don't tend to come back.
Harmless,
They're already
really.
Yeah, they're gone.
It's harmless. It's annoying and it makes you feel stupid, but it is for the most part harmless. Every now and then you'll have a car drive past and they'll throw something at you. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna say, when we were kids, we were walking down like the main road in our local town, and this car had driven past, and I felt the most excruciating pain in my genital area that I'd ever had. And some car had dashed a lemon and hit right in the foot. A whole lemon, still with Tesco sticker on it. Just dashed it.
It's just specific with the Tesco.
Yeah, man, defo.
Yeah,
My man juiced your grapes.
Mate, man was trying to pulp them, I swear. And I remember looking down, I was like, a lemon. Like 13 at the time.
We were pissing ourselves.
And
we were pissing ourselves.
But that was, it hurt, but whatever, it was funny, it was basically harmless.
Yeah, pretty much.
But this was...
That's something
that
else.
was new level, because like it was a meter away from me when it blew up, and then I was like, shit. And then more were coming. I was like, nah, I'm not landing with this somehow. This is not what I'm enjoying. If I'd had like a shield, like a have you seen those videos? People get Roman candles and they'll aim it at their friends, but the friend's got like a bin lid or something.
Yeah.
That I've always wanted to do because that's sick.
Is that your Dark Souls boss persona?
It is.
Roman candle and a really big lid.
This has been a backstory. He wears a lemon in his logo.
They call me the juicer.
Give me one. Let me set it up. But no. So yeah. Anyway, I've been painting, and then I nearly got blown up. So
it's quite an eventful couple of days for you.
Yeah.
Other than the getting blown up, how are you?
All right.
Good.
I'm glad you're painting anyway. Glad that's happening.
I'm also reading again.
Yes.
So me and Ben do these little dates.
We love each other.
Because we love each other. We're bros.
We're bros.
And you are obviously more than welcome to join. Don't
we're waiting for you. We're waiting for you to.
It's because it's not a plane or a train. It's not high roller enough for our boy.
True, bro. Not first class on the transatlantic.
I'm not joining your
get me.
coffee shop peasantry.
But so we go to a coffee shop and we'll get ourselves like a little bit of food, a cake, and and we'll just get back and read.
Guys.
And we did this recently. I don't know if you saw on our Instagrams, and it was the sweetest thing as well. It was just I was reading a new book and there was some funny stuff going on. I was just kind of giggling away and then looking up and Ben's just having a read, and then afterwards we talk about it. It's really fun. Dude, join us.
We're waiting for you.
It sounds great. I love reading.
Yeah, join us.
I'm joking.
You know that you're well.
I'm only messing now. I do love it.
I know.
Yeah,
That's good.
Me and Hannah decided to start reading together, and like spending time with each other, but like not. You don't necessarily need to be like doing something. Yeah. It's like starting to like read in the same room, just like be with each other. And stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? No, it's dead nice. No, I agree with that. Everyone who's joining on TikTok, thank you so much. If you want to see what we are on YouTube. We are. The GLHF podcast on YouTube. The link is in my description. And Lily Grace asks, "What's your favourite food and why?" Mine's pot noodle butties.
Pot noodle butty.
I would.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Because you are out here calling me like Captain Rustlers and shit. And my man is having pot noodle butties. You fucking pavo.
If he's a Rustler's dickhead, you are a pot noodle pedo.
What the fuck?
Nah,
have you ever had a pot noodle butty now?
Super noodle butties.
I've had Rustlers.
You never at me about what I eat ever again.
I've had Rustlers burgers, yeah. I've had toenails.
You were waiting for this table to turn, weren't you? And since that happened, he's been like, one day he'll slip up and he'll let loose the truth of his dietary requirements.
Right, my death row meal, pot noodle butties. Trust me, there.
Pot noodle butter.
Chicken and mushroom, right, on toasty white bread, Warby's only.
Warby's only.
Right, pot noodle butties are the next level, bro.
Well, you enjoy that.
Bitch!
No, I don't like pot noodles.
Why?
I don't know. It's not my thing.
Fair enough.
I'm bougie. I get those I get like those soba noodle pots there.
Oh yeah, I mean they're fit as well.
I'm
you
one of
can't
them.
put them on a putty though.
But my favourite food, I don't know. It really depends. But I guess when people look at me, it's either got to be a good burger, not like a novelty burger where they have like 19 ingredients on it, and pour mac and cheese on top of it and all that shit. I mean, like a proper nice good burger or a pizza. I love pizza.
I do like pizza.
A good pizza does me right. What about
Lasagna,
you?
bro.
Yeah.
Lasagna.
top as well, yeah.
I look into it's so
Lasagne.
decent.
Oh, actually, I'd like to do a complete flip. Actually, I'd probably say that a good sushi's my favourite.
Oh, sushi's banging.
Good
actually,
sushi
as well,
is
yeah.
like elite.
That's true.
It's elite. Also, Parky, welcome on, dude. Hope you're doing good, man.
Hey, my
Thanks for
guy.
tuning in.
Yeah, because Parky's just been to download.
He has. I've had a fantastic time, dude.
well.
I've seen a couple of clips pop up online.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he did the overheard at download.
Oh yeah, we saw. Yeah,
yeah.
it was good. That.
Funny man, because we've all been downloading, and it was
Not this year, sadly.
not this year, no. But I love watching them videos. And Stephanie's asking what's it about. So funnily enough, today we're talking about festival stories that we've all been to festivals. It's Glastonbury this weekend.
It is.
It's just been download,
Yeah.
hasn't it? Which again, it's a shame we couldn't go, but maybe in the future we'll
Yeah,
do a little
definitely.
vlog of it. That'd be sick.
Definitely.
But yeah, so like I said, so we're sharing a few of the festival stories,
Yeah.
at the end of the podcast. But the main topic of the video
The main meat of this pot noodle butty is
is talking about the shit that's happening with Twitch and Kick at the moment.
It is.
it's all
So
called twitching off, isn't it?
exactly, yeah. So as you know, as you can see us now, we're on YouTube, and that is because we are taking a step back from the Twitch and Kick kind of bubble, aren't we, a little bit, and we're seeing it from a very consistent platform,
Yeah.
which is YouTube at the moment.
Yeah.
I think that's a very fair thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah, we always knew that our primary platform would be YouTube. But when we started off, because we were all more versed in streaming on Twitch, it was more comfortable for us to be streaming on Twitch. And I think now is the right time for us to go, right, you know what, I think we need to take that plunge, move over to YouTube properly, and lucky that all you people are joining us on that adventure,
Yeah.
So anyone who has subscribed to us on Twitch, we do very much appreciate it. Obviously we do apologize that if your subscription's still going, then that's not going to be our main platform anymore. But we are trying to push our way through to get to the place where we can have YouTube members. And then we've got a lot of plans and ideas for members only stuff to help reward you and help. I was going to say reward, but I guess maybe that is the right word. For supporting us in this changeover, because it's big. It's daunting no matter what platform you go to, right? Like whenever you move away from one and go over to the other, because all three of us were founded on Twitch. We are all kind of, that's where our roots were, and we've all uprooted, and now we've taken the podcast with it.
Yeah.
And said, right,
Pretty much.
we're going all in on YouTube because it seems like the best.
Like
at
we
the
said, it's the
moment.
most consistent. I
It
feel
is.
like it's the only platform really that we've kind of looked at and thought they're not doing anything that's a stupid decision. They're not making dumb decisions. They're actually doing things that are useful for creators. That actually brings in
Absolutely.
not just creators, but for the viewers themselves as well. Like with from what I said this to Ben earlier in the week, said that as a whole, what we're seeing now is it's not necessarily affecting viewership, like viewers, like the user of the websites. It's the creator that's getting big effects.
Yeah.
So like the things that are getting brought in aren't really beneficial to users. It's only really hindering creators, which is really weird.
That's on Twitch, right?
On
You're talking
Twitch, well, Twitch, yeah, but just in general. I mean, I don't necessarily think Kick looks that great. As a user, it's just standard beta, like kind of just looks like a streaming service. There's nothing special.
It's
really.
bare bones.
It's green Twitch.
Is,
Yeah.
So if you look at it as a user, you're not asked as long as the streamer you're watching is on that platform. You're not bothered.
Yeah. Well, yes and no, I'd say, because ultimately, like you want to just be able to go hang out with your streamer and chill out. Absolutely. I definitely think at the moment, and it most likely is because it's in beta, but I also kind of hold some suspicions when it comes to Kick about the fact of its longevity and things like that. As to why they're not putting so much effort into helping. Kick at the moment doesn't seem to be viewership focused.
No.
It is very, hey creator, here's everything. You know, here's all that you need, and here's some programs to get you more money and increase follow count and, you know, and promote and things like that. They help the creator out, which is fantastic because creators need help. But I do think out of the, I'm going to say the three, because there are three major platforms. You could talk about Facebook gaming and things like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're quite in the sphere at the moment. So, you know, Kick is helping creators out a lot, which is fantastic. They need the help. I don't think they look so much at chat and the community behind that streamer. They look at how chat and the community can help the streamer, but they've not done a lot to really help protect chat communities or help them interact in non-financial ways, or you know, things like that. Like there's where Twitch has got all of that laid out. There's a lot you can do as chat to interact with your streamer. There's a lot of kind of community focus there, but Twitch are also buggering
I think
streamer.
In a rebuttal to that, I think Twitch over time has grown into the community it is.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, there's memes on Twitch that no one else gets. It's literally, you know, all the memes that are built on Twitch stay on Twitch. You know, the community are the way they are because Twitch has been developed over the amount of time. Yeah. Which eventually Kick will have. It's just not been going long enough. You know, a lot of people have probably moved from Twitch to Kick because their streamers gone over to Kick, and I think a big part of, you know, growth is kind of how, because if I'm a user, I like looking at the chat to see how they interact with the streamer and vice versa. I think that's what happens quite often, and that's why Twitch usually is on top, because Twitch chat is always joke.
Yeah,
like you can go into anyone's chat and they're always funny. Because the chat usually just terrors them. They just take the piss out of them. So, you know, I think Twitch has developed over time. They have that one up. But over time, if Kick can really offer what they're offering now and offer the user interface, they can offer, you know, the user benefits that people get for being in a chat instead of just having like the meme kind of joking about thing now. You know, if they can do other things that are a little bit different, then Kick could actually end up being a really, really top platform for a lot of streamers, especially because, and this goes for a lot of people, they might not want to say it, but they're money motivated. Every streamer I know is money motivated, but they won't say it. Yeah, they just don't have the balls to say, oh, I just want more money. Just be honest, bro. Like I'm probably calling a few people out, but I'm sorry, but if I'm a streamer, I know at the back of my mind is I'm doing it because I want to. I'm also doing this as a career. Yeah, I'm not going to do it if I'm not making money from it. I mean, you know, there's a lot of people who will say, I do it because I do it because I absolutely love it. Fucking sound. You love doing it. You know, people are out there to make friends. People are doing that because maybe they're a bit lonely. They want to do it, but they want to do it because they genuinely want to make people happy. I'm not taking that away from people, but there is people out there. And this is a lot of people, I think is a massive percentage, who aren't honest with themselves about saying, I'm moving to Kick because of the money.
They need to, I think, I agree with you, and I think a lot of people either need to sit down and have that conversation with themselves about what it is exactly they're trying to get out of content creation, streaming, and things like that. Because as much as you can, you know, say, yeah, I love my chat and my community, and, you know, it's a blast and it's the best hobby, and, you know, all of that, which it is. It absolutely is. Yeah. You know, and, you know, we've made some amazing friends and everything like that. But if you are going to sit there and go, you know what, I want to put, you know, 40, 60 hours a week into this, there's no way you can do that without any form of financial gain.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't keep that quality up.
No, of course not.
If I'm getting it back.
It does worry me how much Kick has really focused on the financial side.
Yeah.
That does worry me, because it's everything I've seen on Twitter, Reddit, from any form of promotion. It's all been financial.
Yeah.
And this is coming from Kick.
Yeah.
I've not seen a lot coming out of them to say, you know, hey, your community can now do this. You know, the guys in your chat can now do this, and that's still a critical thing.
Absolutely.
You know, because it's showing a lot of people how money hungry they can be. Like, they really can be. But
Kick hit it at the right time.
Oh God, yeah.
When Twitch was saying, you know, you know, it was when all the partner stuff came in, and you know, all the partners got a lower cut and all that, and it was like Kit came out and we're like, all right, we'll give you partners more then, and it was like, all right, well, I'm going over there then, you know, great point from two broke nerds, obviously.
Hey guys,
Jordan, thanks for coming in, thanks for all the likes as well.
Love you.
They've said that TikTok's the king of streaming, which, to be fair, at the moment, TikTok streaming is getting massive.
It is doing really well.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's doing
you know,
good.
and I think TikTok, I don't think, because it's on, you don't see it because it's on your phone. You don't see it as like a proper streaming service because it's just on your phone.
Yeah.
You know, instead of watching it on a computer, or we're all sat here and, you know, we're doing it on TikTok or whatever. You know, people don't see it necessarily as. But what we have to forget is 90% of the time you've got your phone in your hand.
Yeah.
So if I run into a stream, I do it with these two.
Yeah.
I'll sit and I'll watch. I'll watch a stream for, you know, probably 10 minutes. It might only be like 10 minutes. I'll throw a few likes in it and whatever. I'll chat with him for a second. I'll move on.
Yeah.
But
you were there.
But I was there
just
for
on
it.
chance, you know, kind of thing.
Like,
so.
it's mad.
Yeah.
So I think TikTok's also got a great. The fact is as well, you can do layouts on it. It's not just the case of going live like we are now, which we choose to do this. But yeah, I think it's insane. But I think, you know, there's pros and cons to Kick and
of course
Kick and Twitch. You know, over the part we you know, I tweeted, which you'll see above me in the edit of this on YouTube. And if you are watching on YouTube and you're watching this, please do like and subscribe. If you're watching now, please do like the video. It really, really does help. And if you've got any comment on this, leave it down below.
Please do.
We are 3 subs on YouTube away from 300. We are dying to get to 500 so that we can start offering more, because obviously YouTube changed their partnership program.
Absolutely did. Yeah.
They did.
And now that's really kind of well, to be honest, it's lit a fire in our ass to be like, we need to go for that. Because,
Especially YouTube, 100%.
Yeah, we hit that and we can give more back, but it's also a great step for us in our career, and it will keep us going. So please do, like, tell your friends. The more subscribers we can get, the more and the faster we can offer back, and we can't wait for that.
It's gonna be
so
huge.
good.
It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be a good
But
feeling.
yeah,
absolutely.
3 away from 300. So if you guys on TikTok, anyone who's watching the stream currently, we are 3 away from 300. Help us get there, please. Love you.
Not far off. But like I said, I put some tweets out and said, you know, kind of just to kind of get a feel, because obviously our Twitter is very creator oriented, isn't it? It's very everyone around us is a creator. You know, they're either on
brilliant
Twitch,
people,
YouTube.
brilliant content.
There really is out there some brilliant content. So
that also means some brilliant opinions on this topic.
Especially that BenpaiUK guy. I don't know if you guys do.
Nice.
This guy right here.
He's a gimp,
bro.
mate.
What a mug.
Go on.
So I put out, are we seeing the downfall of Twitch? Right?
Yeah, you did.
So, and basically, a few people came out to say, we're not necessarily seeing the downfall of Twitch, but they're definitely shooting themselves in the foot. Which, you know, we can all agree with. They've been doing it, you know, for a
few years
a
now.
while.
A couple of years it's been.
Reverser said that he wouldn't like to see the downfall of Twitch. Only that come out of their own world and realise that streamers aren't only money-making machines and deserve to be treated in a more fair manner, which is, you know, you do need to be treated a bit fairer, especially because the amount of time and effort you know, streamers do put in. You know, they're not just money-making machines. You know, you don't just put a fee on everything. You know, and after all, their most important sources of Twitch's income, which they are. You know, I think they're pushing a few buttons and they're going a bit too far, in my opinion, with trying to get money out of every little bit. You don't need to do that to get a benefit. You know, to get a big amount of money back. So no, I agree with Reverser there, because you know it's a case.
I'd be heartbroken if Twitch went. I don't want to see Twitch go.
No, I don't.
I want to see Twitch look at their consumers, look at their creators, how unhappy they are, and think, all right, we've fucked up. Let's change that. Let's change something. But it does seems to be rinse repeat of every time something happens, there's an outroar, and then the next thing they announce, everyone's always like, yeah, but how about you do the things we asked, you know?
Yeah,
exactly.
Which feels like Activision right now.
I feel it.
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm getting them vibes as well.
Yeah, they've got the entirety of their fan base saying we want this specific thing, and they're going, cool, here's more of that thing you didn't like.
Yeah, in it, bro. Facts.
There you go.
Hit the nail on the head
Twitch
there,
is
bro.
Activision.
No, but it's mad. But as well with Reverser's point on, obviously, like, you know, treating creators better, that's obviously the best outcome for Twitch. I mean, you need to think as well, because obviously people argue, oh yeah, Kick offer this massive increase in the revenue split.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it last night. I was like, because obviously when we did our first episode about Kick, we were like, oh, look, all this shady business kind of stuff. It's it's being fronted by 2 or 3, let's be honest, not fantastic people.
No.
But then I kind of thought to myself, well, Kick's being backed by a gambling service that has billions.
Yes.
And they're just funneling money into this project. And then I kind of thought it's not too dissimilar to Amazon, who has billions, pumping millions into Twitch to get that going. And then I know your point about when Twitch started off. I mean, I only got into like Twitch like 4 or 5 years ago. So it was a few years
I used to
after.
watch it when Tim was on it. Like I used to watch it for a couple of years, and he got me into it.
But it's interesting to see, because obviously over the last however many years Twitch has been around, there's been so many changes in terms of ups and downs for content, for content creators, and then like you said, maybe we will see some changes for Kick. Maybe we'll even see over time Kick go, you know what, that 95-5 revenue split, nah, fuck that.
I don't think it'll
70-30
I 100% think that's going to change.
I think that's a possibility.
I don't think they'll drop it to 70 though. I reckon they'll try, if they're going to keep it monetary, they're going to have to, they'll drop it. They'll have to drop it.
At this point, they are pumping hundreds of millions into getting big names over, and they're going to want to get that money back. I know they already are with subs and stuff, getting constant revenue back in, but they are they've given bare money out.
Eddie said that in the first quarter of 2023 Kick made a profit.
You will do,
but he didn't elaborate how. It's not through revenue split. It's absolutely
it won't be through revenue split.
Kick uses AWS, which is obviously the Amazon service. And Amazon apparently charged them quite a premium to use that service, which is completely their right. I mean, if you're going to help a rival out, you might as well.
I wouldn't even really see it as a competitor, though. Not in that sense.
Well, no. Well, yeah, no, Nick. It's still another streaming
business,
platform.
isn't it?
Yeah. And so, so anyway, so they're doing that. I think the only way he's actually turning a profit is because obviously the biggest kind of category is the gambling, which I think is probably one of the biggest controversies. Take out the extra names like Aiden Ross and Trainwreck that you've got involved in there. The gambling is still one of the biggest kind of red flags. And I think the only way he was able to turn that profit is, I mean, as of I jumped on last night just to do a quick bit of check-in. There was 30,000 people watching the category. 20,000 were watching this one dude, right? Who's backed by Stake. Stake fund Kick. And it kind of just clicks. It's like, well, I mean, how else are you going to be funding all this if you've got money going into Stake, into Kick, because they're linked?
Yeah.
Is it really Kick that's making the profit? Kick, the website, or is it's just being funded by its biggest category?
Even when there was gambling and casino on Twitch, though, that was fucking massive. It was massive.
It was.
So when it got to it, I can't say that, but it's not funded by Stake, because there's going to be a huge amount of profit that's going into that. Of course there is, because at the same time, even though these streamers are promoting Stake.com and promoting all the gambling services and stuff, people are going to go and be like, well, Trainwreck is doing all these, or whoever's doing all these gambling services. I want to play them. Do you know what I mean? You see an advert for Jackpot Joy, you put a tenner in Jackpot Joy. Do you know what I mean? It's the same as anything. Like, I I can't say that it's a bad thing for it to be funded by that. I just think because it got banned on Twitch when it was fucking huge. XQC was sat there spinning racks for nothing, bro. But in that sense, it had to move somewhere, and they made their own.
It's literally a case of, like you say, right choice at the right moment. There was a niche in the market for a place for that audience, and Kick is that home for that. That was made for that.
Exactly, yeah.
And the 95-5 revenue split and all the other categories, all the streams that wind up on there or go over there, it's just like an extra bonus for them.
So
their priority was the gambling, which is whatever. That's their.
It's fine, but they've given a home to a lot of people now.
I have one major concern. I'll only voice this once, but it is possibly my biggest concern with Kick. Is obviously, Twitch banned stake.com being streamed because it was live, it was real money, and it was big money. It was, you know, huge gambling. Gambling is a massive problem. You know, it's one of the most addictive things, and it can ruin lives.
Yeah.
You know, I know you've got things like the National Lottery and things like that, but they have their own dedicated website to go on. You have to create an account, etc., 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 to go and do all of that,
You
right?
can put lottery on without an account. So you can go in any shop and off license in the UK and put it on.
It's true.
Any 16-year-old can.
Yeah, that's true. And then,
I think they've upped it to 18 now.
oh, fair.
Still kids.
My problem with it is that if he was gonna, he obviously made the website to help promote stake, right? I mean, that was a really big factor. I really think he should have left it at that. Just made a gambling streaming site. I wouldn't have allowed people to stream games and stuff on there because it does bring kids in, and you can enter these people's hard gambling streams without even having to click I am of a certain age. There's none of that, and that for me personally is a concern. It's like,
Go on.
it just feels wrong that something as destructive and as addictive as gambling, that is a massive issue and has now started to get a lot more legislation behind it to help protect people from the damage that it can do, is like it's on this massive streaming service with no age protection, no like account locking, anything like that. It just worries me. It just doesn't feel right. I can see why Twitch banned it. You know what I mean?
But it's a case of when you said about, you know, they should have just kept it as just gambling. If you were a billionaire behind a huge gambling corporation, opening your own streaming service, who's already, you know, got a bit of a dodgy background, you're not going to give a shit.
Of course you're not.
He's going to think, of course I'm going to allow games on it. Of course I'm going to allow kids on it because that's more people funneling money into the platform. But at the end of the day, like you said, it all boils down to just maximizing monetization.
It's that trouble of a kid will go on there and watch someone play Fortnite, right? And they'll start getting his head kicks a gaming thing. And then I don't want them to associate the gaming side of stuff with then the hard crypto gambling that can fucking ruin you.
You know, this is true, yeah, because even I kind of forget a little bit. I think they're being really smart with it. I kind of forget that it's, you know, because of the gambling that it's there.
Yeah.
And you see all these big names being brought over and whatnot,
Yeah.
and they're gamers, and, you know, we have friends that are gamers that stream on there. You know, you do kind of forget. It falls to, like, the back of your mind almost.
Like, I genuinely, every time I've gone on Kick to do bits of research or just kind of check up on it and see where their guidelines are for certain categories, and sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I want to see some titties. So, oh, come on, as if you can't, right, I'm not even good. There was a streamer on.
I just go in the other room and ask my wife to take the top off.
Yeah, well, you can. So I went on, and a certain streamer who's just moved over to the platform was live, and their top was invisible. No, bro, nothing, just completely fucking. And I was like, right, that's the previous platform you were on. That was a strike. Like, you would have been, for someone of maybe that category, a 3-day ban. But even still, and I forget. And then I was like, oh god, there's the gambling side of this, and I completely forgot. And that's, for me, like I say, that is a big concern. Whatever else Kick do and get up to, and whether or not they change their legislation, and whether or not they start helping communities get involved with the streamer and start, you know, whatever it is they go and do in that gaming space of the streaming, I'm still always worried about the connection people could end up making between the gaming side and the gambling side. It's a very easy thing to just slip into.
That's what they want, isn't it?
Of course, he's a billionaire that makes his money out of that. But I mean, that's kind of where I am with Kick. And sorry, I know that was quite a tirade to make one point, but it is something that genuinely does concern me.
No, it's a fair point to make. You know, I mean, ignoring all that, ignoring like the sketchiness of that kind of side of things, like my main concern with the whole Twitch v Kick kind of thing is the whole chat moderation thing. You still get people with their chats just like, you know, full of bots and, you know,
bots and racist,
horrible things. And it's like, I know you get that on Twitch, but
it's
easy
to ban.
There's admittedly, you know, people always kick off that they didn't do enough on Twitch's side to stop. You know, when there was a load of when hate raids were happening on the daily, and you'd open Twitter and it'd be nothing but at Twitch support, can you sort the shit out?
Yeah.
I get it, that was a huge problem, but, you know, at least Twitch's chat moderation is better than
Yeah, there was that guy, wasn't there, who made a bot, and it's in almost every single Twitch chat.
Oh, Commander thingy.
Groot or something, or Root.
Commander Root, yeah,
and he made
yeah.
that bot, didn't he? That basically then was like, here's all of the bots and all of the stupid and all the badness. And he's not Twitch, is he? He's just a guy who was like, I'll show you all of the bots, and he did.
And just auto.
Something Twitch totally should have done, completely dropped the ball on. An absolute bollocking by them.
I think for a while Twitch even did a thing that made that tool extension not even work.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Twitch are by no means innocent for messing up creators, messing up communities, and just being dicks. They're absolutely, they are not innocent. And go on, Dan.
I think what we can all take away from this is everything is business. Everything has
everything's business. Yeah, of course.
An extra thing to it. It's never just as simple as I want a safe space for people to create content and create somewhere to make content, whatever. It's always got something behind it. Well, if that's going to benefit the streamer or the creator, how's it benefiting me? They're never just going to do something.
Of course,
We
totally get that.
That's business, though, isn't it? Like that's just how it works. There's no way you're going to just say, "Well, we'll just give them more money."
Yeah.
Because no one's going to do that because that takes money off. That takes money off them. That's just how it is, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
It is.
But I just wish that they've bought I'm sure you've all seen about XQC. 70 mil to go over. And in my mind, I kind of just think to myself, instead of spending $70 million to get the biggest Twitch streamer over, I get it, it's a huge monetary move for you, it will bring so much revenue, but why not spend 70 mil perfecting your website? Why don't you spend 70 mil perfecting stuff for the consumer and the viewer? And it's at this point, I think I said it to you the other day, James, but I feel at this point it's a case of it's a race for Kick to get as many big names over as they can to kind of make people forget about the things they were worried about. Oh, they can't be that bad. XQC streams on there. Oh, it can't be that bad. Exactly so-and-so streams on there. Do you know what I mean?
That's exactly what
And, again, business move-wise, totally fair. That's what you would do.
So many people do that, though.
That's a non-exclusivity contract
as
well.
It is,
XQC got.
Yeah.
He's not, completely assigned to it. He can do whatever he wants.
Because he said in a video that he was going to split it up. So he's going to stream on Twitch and he's going to stream on Kick as well.
Yeah.
Which again, I think on being on Kick side a little bit as well, I think that's fair. If they're going to say, look, we would love for you to come over. If he was like, nah, I'm not really that last, we'll give you 70 mil then. He'd be like, fucking hell.
Exactly,
right.
70 mil. I'd do it.
Here's the thing. If Eddie rocked up and went, here's 50 mil.
Yo, GLHF
is moving over to Kick. He wouldn't have to ask. He'd tell me.
Yeah.
50 mil,
he's bought you at that point.
And I'm not going to lie, 50 mil would change everybody's life.
Also, Shanimal's made a funny comment. XQC got warned for watching Breaking Bad on stream on his second day. That's a joke.
That's funny, though, isn't it? But what is in a 2-year contract and that? I mean, it's XQC. What do you expect? The guy literally lives on lives on needles, man.
The guy is a literal troglodyte.
He is, bro. Goblin boy.
Absolute goblin, bro.
Is it not part of the problem as well? Because so far, almost everybody they've brought over, they've actually paid and brought over, has
well, that's what anywhere everyone's
controversial.
It's like footballers.
It is
it's like footballers.
I could be the biggest United fan in the world, massive United fan. But if someone, I was like, my dream is to play for Man United. Someone will give me it's 50 mil. Come over to United then, and then it happens every time. You either go China or US or the USA because they say we'll give you 120 mil. All right then.
Yeah, that makes fine.
Go on.
It's the fact that they're pulling over the controversial people.
Not always, I don't think.
They're all people that have had, when those times where you wake up, open Twitter, and it's nothing but a wall of that one streamer for one thing. Yeah. It is kind of like that. XQC's had moments like that. Amaranth's had moments like that.
Aiden,
well,
Trainwreck.
Everyone, yeah. As I've done.
It does bode this air of what you doing.
You're right, babes.
You're right, babes.
Man.
Is TikTok okay?
Yeah,
TikTok.
I was just trying to see if it works.
Don't drop TikTok.
I'm trying.
We have a habit of dropping TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok always gets dropped. I'm sorry.
But we'll take a set to just quickly catch up with chat. Guys, how we doing? Parky's saying that we're one sub off now. Sorry, I'm halfway loading a truck. Dude, I hope that's going all right.
Dude.
But if we're one sub away, that's huge. Thank you so much, guys. For any new subs, any new viewers that are chiming in, it's wonderful to see you. See TikTok, I've just got the ultimate camera angle of Dan's crotch.
My ass cheeks. Yeah, Sam.
Put it in there.
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
yeah, sit
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
yeah, sit it
because-
in there.
Oh yeah, well.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice,
little
man.
sea,
Right on there.
Yeah,
wherever,
yeah.
wherever you want it. That's
So
a beautiful Sea of Thieves mug that Robin got me.
Oh yeah,
just wanted to get a better angle for TikTok.
See if it works.
it should be all right.
See if that works.
Biscuit for a biscuit.
Lean it back. It'll be alright.
Throw it back.
I'll throw it back on you.
Bring the mug forward a touch. Yeah, yeah. Sorry guys for this
Yeah.
improv MacGyver.
Guys,
Sorry,
thank you
you're
so
not
much for joining us
Here we go.
over on YouTube. I hope that YouTube is a nice platform for you guys to watch us on.
Yeah,
It will be off home from now on, won't it?
But it will,
I'm confident.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy being a.
I genuinely am gonna miss Twitch.
I think I will as well, yeah. But I mean, going back to kind of the XQC thing. And
Sorry, go on. Yeah,
that-
yeah.
Oh yeah, and thank you so much for the extra 2 subs that we just got.
Yeah,
That's-
Big
yeah.
love, guys.
Anyone who's new, anyone who's chatting, and also we've got nearly 700 likes on the TikTok as
Let's
well.
go.
Oh,
That's
thank you
brilliant
so much,
shit.
guys.
Anyone on
stuff.
TikTok, please don't go and check out our TikTok. We're really hoping to start streaming from the Good Luck Have Fun
Yeah, yeah.
TikTok account.
That is the thing. Dan's like, shut up.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
just
no,
boost
no.
mine. Boost my account.
No, don't
Sorry.
boost mine.
Sorry.
And you know, I'm more used. It's your link. It's this link in my chat anyway.
That's
in
right.
my thing.
Exactly. So XUC, sorry. go
Yeah,
on.
it's kind of there's a few people rumored to be going over to Kick anyway.
There
You know,
is,
obviously
yeah, yeah.
we've kind of had a look. So it's I just quickly before I go into them, Nick Merckx, literally on the 19th of June went back over from he was on YouTube,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
To Twitch. I've not researched into why, right? But after his first day, or his first 2 streams, he got 15,000 subs, right? And after his second stream, I think it was the 22nd.
20 seconds. I think
He
it's
was on
yeah.
50,000.
Yeah.
I put a picture up here in the edit. 50,000 subscriptions in his first few days, which again is fair.
Yeah.
But it's just a shame that he's going to make like a tenner off Twitch.
Man's gonna get a Tesco meal deal with that.
Oh,
I know.
barely.
Yeah,
Fucking
enjoy.
hell.
Yeah. Fucking.
He's gonna need his club card as well to get the
at least he
50p off.
Yeah, isn't it? Honestly,
Fucking
you need to
hell.
get like a week's worth of petrol.
Hey, 50,000 subs though. Jesus.
Honestly,
All right, Superman. All right.
know.
Oh, you're my
Sorry, I'm
He's
proud
my
of that.
kryptonite right now.
Um,
Oh, it looks good. I like that.
yeah. So
I hate it, don't you?
there's a few more people. So obviously we talked about XQC, Amaranth. Did
Yeah.
you see? Did you see a trailer that she did for when she was moving over?
No.
She was like, "All right, well, I want everyone's getting these 100 mil deals. Where's mine?" Phoned a manager, and then he was like, "Okay." So she brought out a big inflatable pickle rick, put it on the floor next to a hot tub, and then she like went over it and she was like, "I'll see you on Kick" type thing, and then it was Kick. So whether she got offered that money to come over, I don't know. But again, that was Amaranth saying,
yeah.
I'm gonna come and do hot tub streams on Kick for the money. Yeah, so that was mad to me because it was remember when it all came out where she was like, I didn't want to do any of that. You know, I was kind of made to do all that.
Yeah.
But well,
the certain streamer that I was watching last night had an OnlyFans top on that you could see right through.
yeah. Well,
And I can give you 2 guesses who it was. Amaranth.
was it Amaranth? Yeah. You spell call it out, man.
Ah,
be
you've got to
fair-
be kind of careful.
And Dr. Disrespect
I saw this.
Yeah. put 50 mil as his number to go over to Kick, and you know, fair enough. You know, I mean, again, it's Dr. Disrespect. He'll have so many people follow him.
Oh, for
you know?
sure, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like when YouTube, when Tim went over to YouTube,
Yeah.
there people, pretty much everyone followed him to YouTube. You know, everyone's got their own communities. Soda Popping is supposed to be moving over as well. I mean, that was rumour. I don't know if he is or if he has or what.
Was Soda Poppin's budget only like 5 mil for it though?
Well, probably, but
yeah.
I'm not. You know, Soda Popping is one of these where he just literally goes live. He gets shitloads of people watching him. You can just chill. You know what I mean? It's just because it's just him in it. You know what I mean? It's just he just jams out.
Yeah.
But on the other side of that as well, on the other side of that coin, you've got people like Ludwig, big YouTube people as well, who have already got verified accounts on there with a few followers.
Yeah.
So then that's like, cause I spotted a tweet to say that Ludwig's already got his, it's like 15 followers or something, but obviously
He's
it was
got the
verified.
account. Yeah.
and it was like, oh, hello, to say that it's no, I like it.
It's Wimdy.
It's windy,
Windy.
boys.
So yeah, like So in essence, you know, they are getting the people, you know, and they might be putting a price tag on it, bro. They are putting a price tag on it, but I think, you know, I don't think they're doing necessarily a bad thing. I think it is just business.
It is.
Yeah. Well, I suppose as well, you're saying because a few of these people that we've mentioned, you know, when we were saying about Kick plucking people, it's half of them are contacting Kick. Like you say, Amra's got a manager on the phone. I'm pretty sure I even saw. I'm pretty sure I saw Asmongold at Kick, like AO kind of thing. You know,
No, he won't go.
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
It probably was. Asmund doesn't like really.
Thing
like
is,
Twitch.
Asmongold shits on Twitch all the time.
All the time.
All the time. So yeah, no, it's a weird one.
Can I ask this is a question for chat. And anyone who then watches this video when it gets turned into a more edited VOD. We've been talking about the bigger streamers, the massive names in the industry. From your point of view, with some of the people in our community, maybe some of the lesser known streamers, the people who aren't exactly getting, you know, the multiples of millions to move over, what has been your experience watching the people that you know that have moved over to Kick? Because we can talk about the big names all day, and they are, you know, through and through creators. You know, the doc, it's obviously, it's all an act and it's a performance. These people, they put on a performance and it's proper show business at this point. You know, they're earning actors' salaries for movies to move over.
And they're getting a lump sum prior to moving. They don't need to worry about that shit.
Exactly. These are the kind of people who can just go live and do whatever the hell they want, and it doesn't matter anymore because, you know, they've got the cash in the bank. But I'm really interested in knowing what it's like, because I hate the term small streamer. I really hate it. I think it puts a real mark on yourself if you call yourself a small streamer.
Connotation.
I would say so. I prefer up and coming, and I prefer people to believe in themselves a bit more. So I don't like using small streamers.
Absolutely.
But you're up and coming streamers, okay, from any size, from 10 viewers average to your 150 viewers average, right? What has been your experience watching those streamers? Not so much streaming on Kick, because I mean they do enough for content creators. I think that's their focus at the moment, as I've said.
We want people to stay, don't we?
Yeah, I want to know what it's like being chat. I want to know what it's like supporting your favorite streamers that have gone to Kick. So if you guys can let us know any way, which way you want, at me in the Discord, let us know on Twitter, YouTube comments when this becomes a thing, anything. But I'm really curious to know. I want to know.
It's a good ask. It's a really good ask, because that's. I mean, how much time have you spent on Kick?
Not much, you know. Not much. I mean, we've not even gone live and we've got a few followers on there just because I've spent a few shit. I just go and like watching Stallion or whatever, go in, chat and just see what people. Because we follow a few people on there. It's because, you know, that's their main platform. So, you know, I'm going to go over and give them
show support.
Well, Stein's a great example.
Yeah.
You know, when I mean, Marcus obviously announced that his primary focus now is Kick and YouTube.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously he's got an amazing community that, you know, backs him as best they can.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's a huge risk for him. He must have spent lost sleep thinking about this, you know, planning if he was going to do this.
Yeah.
And you know, he's a I don't know what the word is here. I'm drawing a blank here.
He's
not a small. He's a well-known name amongst the UK. I'd say
among streamers.
Absolutely.
More than
so it's for him, when he doesn't have Kick saying, "Oh, Stally will give you a mil to move over," he's risking it. Not risking it all to a degree.
True, yeah, because the whole community has been built on Twitch. Everything has been built on his community. His whole career has been there. So, you know, of course, it's kind of like you said. He said on one of his recent tweets that the extra revenue helps, which it will do.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and but I think he likes the fact that it's a fresh start. It's something different, and you know, we all know Stallion. He's willing to try new stuff.
Yeah.
So for him, it's really good for him. So you know, I'm all behind it. I just think, you know, with Twitch at the moment, did you guys see Twitch bringing in hype chat?
I did see this. Yeah, I did see this.
Man, I mean,
it's that Activision thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So obviously we're on YouTube, which means we've got super chats. Not quite yet because we're not quite.
One
partners.
day.
Yeah.
One day soon.
You know, we're getting close to it. We should only be around 200 subs away from it. You know, we only started last November.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
So hype chat is a new way for viewers to stand out in chat. while supporting their favourite partners. Weird that. It sounds something like YouTube's got. It sounds like it's just super chat with a fee. So I
think Super Chat does have a fee.
It does, but
It does.
But what I'm saying, why would you bring something in? So you had highlight my message on channel points.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, well, it stays on the screen for longer. You get your note, you get your dono put through, you get your hype chat put through, and it stays there longer. I mean, if something's not broke, don't fix it. If I donate to someone and it reads my message out, they read it, whatever. That's the reason I did it. Or I just donated because I wanted them to have the money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to donate for it to then stay on the screen for 10 minutes. Or stay on the screen for longer. What the fuck?
And also, have you seen what most people put whenever they donate?
Sevens.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
I want that.
Bare sevens.
Like,
You got 3 minutes of text to speech. And
this is the point I was going to make. This is why you've got text. This is why all streamers use text to speech for that shite, because people will post the most dumb shit.
It's funny though.
It's funny as fuck, and I love it when you guys do it, but I don't want, like, it's already a thing. They've just gone, oh, all the streamers use this thing for like text to speech and blah blah blah. And when they get
I'm really sorry. 300 sub high.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, 7 minutes. Thank you so much, guys. That's huge. That's the next big milestone. Well
Thank
done.
you guys.
Oh wow,
That feels good.
we only hit like 250 not long ago as
Yeah,
well.
it wasn't long ago.
I can remember when we hit 100.
Same.
I was in the pub at the time, checking my phone every 3 seconds.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
But sorry, what were you saying?
It's like we've already got text to speech.
Yes, yeah.
They've just, this is, this is, and they're going to make another game analogy here. This is when Minecraft go to the modding community and go, that's a good idea.
I'll have that.
I'll have that.
Yeah.
And then they put it into the game.
True.
It's like, that's all Twitch have done there. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, it's an Activision moment. It's like, well, you've already got that, but like, we're gonna do it for you now, but it's not gonna be exactly how you want it.
It's also a great example of what I said before, with them completely disregarding any issues and going, here's a useless feature that you didn't even ask for.
Yes.
It's like, bro, like everyone I follow on Twitter is just like, what the hell are they doing?
Innit? But what's mad is it's a donation. It's in essence a donation.
But you're paying Amazon for the privilege to donate to your favourite
What am I,
streamer.
bro? Just go through Streamlabs, just click that tip button and just donate.
Why?
To
Oh, it's ridiculous. Winds
it's
me up.
mad. I don't get it. It's such a dumb feature.
It's a silly
bro.
move.
Silly gooses. Come on,
Silly
lads.
geese, plural.
They need, honestly, all of them need to get a grip.
A whole gaggle of silly geese.
But this is why I'm on YouTube, because you know what? You can both suck at it.
Yeah. Honestly, for real, like
YouTube's goated.
YouTube's going.
I saw Shanimal said before he's enjoying YouTube, and it's just a great place to grow, and it feels
It is,
nice.
I
and
agree with
welcoming.
him. Yeah.
Are you
Massive
guys
agree.
good with it? Are you guys having fun being able to interact with us like this? Because it shouldn't.
Do you know
be
what?
too
I think
different,
the fact that people have come to watch us here, I think it says, speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Pyro asked the question before. Just
Yeah,
scroll
sorry.
up on there for me, just a quick sec.
Yeah, yeah.
So Pyro asked a question about YouTube.
Oh no, it's further
Yeah,
down.
it's just a little bit further
Yeah,
down.
sorry, it was at the bottom. Is it that one? I think since you asked the question that you just hear nothing about them. What was that? Oh, that was people moving over.
Oh no, sorry. Is
yeah.
the main subscriber thing also going to change on Patreon? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
So obviously we're on Patreon at the moment. So if you've not been on Patreon, there is a link up down below. But our Patreon is basically to do with exclusive content. When we do hit 500 subs and when we do get to offer memberships for people, we're gonna obviously reevaluate to see what happens, because if we can keep it all in one spot, then why not?
Yeah, perfect. Easier for you guys more than anything.
Exactly,
So.
it's easier for our subscribers to be members, instead of having to go to Patreon and stuff. So to answer your question, Paradox, probably yeah. It might, we'll probably look at memberships, because as if you guys don't know, if you've missed any of the announcements, after this is finished, we're going to do a good look, have more fun, which is going to be on Patreon. So we are going to get an extra half an hour of us doing whatever. It could be from playing games to having another chat, having another topic or whatever that is either suggested to us or we just think is fun. So in essence, with the memberships and how YouTube is in general, we've got loads to offer for it. So there's no reason why we can't bring it all in one spot. So yeah. Absolutely. Fantastic.
I'm happy with that.
Great
Well
stuff.
said, then.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Oh, go on.
No, I was going to say, should we move away
I was
from the
about to say,
Twitch and Kick?
there's not much more left to say.
Not
is there?
really.
It's a case of Twitch. I think the best way of just saying it is shooting themselves in the foot, left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
I've
Full
got
auto, mate. Just
full auto, strapped with the
Yeah.
gap. I don't think Twitch is going anywhere at all.
No, I won't.
It's not going to go anywhere. It's too big, too popular, but they're making some wrong decisions. Kick, on the other hand, I feel are still in their honeymoon phase, their teething period, I suppose, because ultimately not been around still for that long. I don't see where it's going to go, but I personally do feel that in terms of stability, Kick's not as peak. I feel like I feel like Kick could disappear in the decade.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
I rate it well.
Yeah, probably. Probably will do, yeah.
But that's just me. What about you guys?
Yeah, I think I agree with you on Twitch. They're full auto shooting themselves in the foot. That everything they do it's close to the mark, but then they just miss. You know what I mean? Like but they are the most stable. They are the most well known.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
No.
I do genuinely believe that they will do better. I've got a real good feeling that they're going to look at their current CEO, their current director, and go, "You're not right. You're not doing it.
You ain't it, Chief."
Like, you ain't it."
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, you're not that guy.
No.
And then he's going to
You're
get
not that
binned
guy,
off.
pal.
No, for real.
You're not that guy, pal. Get out of here.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Get out of here.
He's going to get replaced. Oh, you're fucking done off.
God, he's gone because tonight will be
The night that I will fall for you again.
Oh, God.
I don't know why you do it. I've got the fringe for that.
I fucking do.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
so he's gonna go. They're gonna replace him with someone else. I rate Twitch gonna fix it. It's just gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Kick, just morally can't stand by him. I think financially, I personally think they're gonna get hit with more legislation about gambling.
Ow, my
I,
balls.
oh,
Do you want me to kiss him better?
Sorry.
Hey,
Well,
good.
yeah. Go.
I think they're gonna get hit with some form of gambling legislation that's gonna really knock them.
Eventually, yeah.
And I think the moment something affects their ability to stream stake, what's the point in keeping it? They're going to collapse. I don't see it lasting longer than a couple of years. And if it does, I can see the monetary value I can see everything changing and going towards what Twitch currently is.
Yeah.
They just might offer a bit of a revenue split, or whenever Twitch slip, like with the whole, you can't advertise certain things on your stream anymore.
Yeah.
That was mad,
was
though.
mad,
Did you see
yeah.
that?
Absolute mad
It was
thing.
crazy that they literally said, you know what, yeah, we've got to be like this big on your screen.
Yeah, your 3% screen size for
And
logos.
it's like those certain
Mate,
generations. People were like, fucking shut up, Twitch, you.
Yeah. That was one of the best things, because that was literally everyone just turned around and went, nah.
I loved it.
Shut up, bro.
And Twitch was like, yeah, you're right.
You know
They
what?
revoked it and then released another statement, basically saying the same thing but different.
What?
Dickheads, man.
Honestly,
Sorry,
that should
our
be-
bad. That was an accident. Let's do it again.
That
Yeah.
should be Twitch's slogan.
Well,
Same thing but different.
Just, it's
Not quite what you wanted.
hashtag nearly there. Hashtag not quite.
I genuinely can see in the next year or two, YouTube. I can see YouTube.
I
just go,
have.
boom.
Yeah, definitely.
because the
definitely.
live streaming is getting massive.
Yeah.
So I
Picking
think
up.
it's getting bigger and bigger, and I think people are moving away from television.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
wait,
Oh yeah,
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
becoming one of the biggest media platforms going.
Absolutely.
Like, so especially things like ITV, subscription television.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gone.
Well, they're bringing. There's more subscription television now that people are jumping like ITVX and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's subscribed to BritBox? Who's subscribed to BritBox?
Mate, I have them come round all the time, and they're like, "Oh,
Come round.
no, the
Yeah,
some-
You've got BritBox, man.
yeah, man. No, when the TV licensing people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they come over and it's like, oh yeah,
Flame them BritBox.
nah.
No,
And
no,
that's like, fuck off.
no. But I mean,
Pay for that.
TV licensing, mate, nah. But like people, things like ITVX and BritBox and fucking what TV player, all these
Yeah.
bro, who's paying for these?
No one.
Who's paying for them?
You're gonna get your fucking TV license agent is watching this stream now, like, we got him, he admitted it, storm the building, don't need it.
Get out of here, Connie.
Honestly, don't get
Hello?
who's paying for them. Yeah, crazy word. But YouTube's going to get bigger. purely
Supply,
because
sorry.
because people want to see this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And live streaming in general is just a bigger audience. I think
Yeah,
it's easier. You can it's free for everyone, and then in case you want to pay for it, that kind of stuff. So I think live streaming in general is getting bigger. So I think, but I do think, and I truly believe that YouTube will be at the forefront of it
believe it, yeah.
eventually at some point, because Twitch were the first to do it. You know, it was Justin.tv, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So before that, it was Twitch. Everyone would go to Twitch if you wanted to watch live streamers, but now that's not the case anymore. And I think there's only gonna be one consistency, and that always has been. And I think it's gonna remain that way.
I mean,
Exactly. I mean, YouTube's been around for decades.
It's
been ages.
the biggest media platform on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, YouTube was around before streaming was even a thing. Like,
yeah, it was YouTube videos.
It was just
Videos,
me on
yeah.
a Saturday at like 10 years old watching the same stupid 30-odd videos I watch every Saturday
Yeah, bro, same.
on repeat.
Literally.
And I'd still be pissing myself at them because I'm an idiot.
so I think we're all kind of. I think we're all in agreement. I think I like the fact we have differences in opinion, especially when it's in and around Kick.
Yeah.
We are all clearly on the same page with Twitch, because I mean everyone's on the same
everyone's
page.
on the
Yeah,
same page.
everyone's on that
definitely.
plane, bro.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, I think
Even you reading your book.
I'm there, like,
mate.
Twitch.
He's reading all of Twitch's updates and contracts and terms of service. He's like,
Should I get me reading?
But no, I agree.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good that we have varying opinions, and it's nice to have a good conversation about it.
Yeah.
And like James said earlier in the episode, if you've got a different opinion, let us know below. You know, it'll be interesting to discuss maybe in a further.
and especially for me, especially from the viewership side.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, like you say, that's not been touched on very much. People are focusing on these big names moving over, on the content creators moving over, and I'm sure you said as well, didn't you, Dan, about the viewership.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have much of an angle on that at the moment, so it would be good to say.
Same to you guys on TikTok. Like, just find us. Links are somewhere, everywhere. Where are the
everywhere.
links?
My bio,
in Dan's
go,
bio.
Go
in the
to my
bio.
bio. Go over to our TikTok, our YouTube. Get following, get subscribing, because that's where you will see all the content anyway.
Absolutely.
But I mentioned at the start of the stream, isn't it? It's festival season.
It is
It
festival season.
so let's take a bit of a lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel a bit
away from
weighty. I was getting heated. Oh,
yeah.
I was getting Hulk mode activate.
Yeah. So.
What's it? What's that?
If you went Hulk mode though, because this is a green screen.
I'd be the good look out on.
So so Glastonbury's just started, right? And did I tell you about this guy, right, that literally got his bed, flat packed it, boxed it, walked 6 miles to Glastonbury and rebuilt it, and said it was the best thing he'd ever done.
That is the most alpha move ever.
In it, I'd never seen that done before, right? So my wife said to me, "Oh my god, have you seen this?" And showed me a fucking article, and I'll put it here, of my man. And I was thinking, you know what? I wish I did that.
That's so clever.
I know.
That's genius.
My man, it's a picture of it. It's a big fucking wooden double bed, you know,
Inside a tent.
inside a tent.
What,
Like, what an alpha move.
That is so good.
How joke is that?
That's amazing.
Bloody hell.
No, so but downloads just been, and we've all been downloading.
We have. Not this one, obviously. Unfortunately, we did miss this
Sadly, the
one.
lineup was mint this
When
year.
did you go?
So sadly, I've only been to one download. I went to we both went to the download of 2016.
Oh,
and
16,
the
right.
headline.
Download 2.0.
Yeah. Oh, Drownload 2.0, man. Oof.
Oh, don't talk to me about
It was
that. Yeah.
brutal. But who was headlining? I can't remember. It was Iron Maiden on the Sunday. Was it Rammstein?
Yeah.
And
Aussie?
I'm drawing a blank here.
Yeah,
No, was it
I mean, you
was it
wasn't there,
Sabbath? Was it Sabbath? Let me get this
No.
up. But sadly, I've only been to that one download, and it was a blast.
I've been
It
to
was so
one.
good.
I went to 2013.
Well, who headlined that?
So I made it.
That's there also.
Slipknot.
Fuck Slipknot,
Yeah,
bro. Whoa.
And for the life of me, I can't remember who did the Friday.
Why is it Friday? Sorry, yeah, I'll quickly just say 2016. Rammstein on the Friday, Black Sabbath on the Saturday, and Iron Maiden on the
Get
Sunday.
13 up there as well. Can you get 13 up? Because I can't remember who it was, but at 13 there was some amazing people, bro. We had Korn, we had Papa Roach,
Yeah.
we had A Day to Remember.
Yo. That's not something that
Go on.
you. So you're 2 for 3 as well. You had Rammstein and Iron Maiden.
Oh,
you did,
right,
yeah.
yeah. Sorry, Ramstein
And
were
then
there, but I didn't know
Slipknot.
if you were.
Yo, you had Bullet for My Valentine.
We had
Yeah.
Bullet for Valentine, we had Asking Alexandria, we had Parkway Drive,
Mate,
Oh.
Parkway are so good.
we had Korn, we had Limp Bizkit, story about me and Ben in a circle pit, massive fucking circle pit like this, right? Everyone for some reason moved, and it was just us two in this pit. So what did Ben do? We're all pushing each other, like, ha 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 ha, running around this pit, and he goes and smacks me so hard in the chest, I thought I was going to die. I had my sunglasses on my chest, and he smashed because he got into it like a fucking kid. He punched the shit out of me, and I had a massive gash across my chest, and I was like, why have you just done that? I was like, you bitch! Whilst watching Limp Bizkit, I was like, what a prick!
Not me, by the
My
way.
best friend.
Best mate, Ben. Fucking hell.
Honestly,
Ben, you absolute mad lad.
what a guy. Honestly, Download was fucked.
Oh,
I've got stories about Download, bro.
God,
Bro.
Download was mad.
Fucked. It's always fucked. We get there the first day. It's always pissing. Me off. Do you go Wednesday to Monday?
We did the whole
We
week.
did Wednesday to Sunday.
Oh my
God.
So we had
It
2
was-
days of just drinking.
In it.
Bro,
First 2 days were so hot as well.
It
Like,
was
like 27.
bacon. Absolutely
maybe more,
bacon.
yeah.
But, oh.
Most of the bit
Yeah,
disappeared.
Parky
Yeah.
just started talking about Download.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, bro.
Came back
Stories.
at, like the right
He heard
time.
Download and he was like,
Yeah,
"Fucking
yeah.
get on it, lad."
Fucking
Turned to a cactuar, you know.
literally. But yeah, man, like because we got there and we had this massive blue tarp that we were,
Oh,
we were
yeah,
going to
yeah,
make
yeah,
a gazebo out of. It was a wrong choice. We ended up throwing about 300 beers in it, and with all of our luggage and everything. And because it was tarp, all the rain was getting in it. We didn't realise everyone's luggage was in it and shit.
Oh, no.
And it was literally like a big beam bag of. It was just a big water balloon, yeah. And we were fucking yanking it up this fucking hill up until we got to this point because we were at Gold Camp.
Right, okay.
So
yeah.
it's dead far, but it was closest to the stadium. But people were like, I don't really want to go. I don't want to walk that far. I just want to get set up.
Yeah.
And it was on a slant, like a proper fucking slant, because it overlooks the track. Great view when you get there, you know. So we get there and we set up and stuff after arguing with each other, like, fuck me, I just want to go home.
yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah,
hey,
after-
I just want a fucking beer. We're all fuming with each other. And eventually we set up, and my mum had bought me a tent.
I think so your mum was there.
Nah, my mum, fucking MD off a box. So we got there, and Gold Camp was on a slant, and I had this tent, and my mum was great in setting me up with it. Because I was like 17, I was like, so first time camping, and she was like, I'm gonna get you a tent. So we went on Argos, she got me this tent, and she was like, 20 quid, and it's under a kilogram, so it'll be dead easy, dead light. And she was like, look at the diagram, there's two things on it, 2 people on it. I was like, oh, sounds, there's like 2 people tent. So I set it up, and I set up this coffin of a tent, because she'd bought me a 2-person kids tent, right? That was a mountain tent as well. So not only was it in a little bag about this big, I'd literally had to coffin into it every night like this, right? And I had to sleep like this in this coffin of a bed. So, but not only that, but the seams on the top of the tent from probably about 3 hours of being on had all came apart. So when it hissed it down, the whole bottom of my tent was just rain. So I'd wake up hanging out my ass
With fucking trench foot.
in a literally in like a lake of water here, just like that.
I could see it. My man did.
It was horrific, bro. It was horrible.
You're gonna hate me.
Go on.
My tent had rooms.
Oh, his fucking
Rooms?
tent. His tent was a manor house.
Oh, fuck.
No, rooms.
Oh, actual rooms.
He had
to
a-
Oh yeah, I had a
House.
living room, a bedroom, a dining room, study, office,
Observatory.
yeah, mate.
stream room.
Fucking me and my ex, she wanted this like it's like 250 quid. It was a proper like I hope
Yeah, I'm
you
Give
could
me
host it.
planning permission to get it.
Right. I had to let the airport know that I was erecting a building. Fucking
Oh god.
yeah, no, we had rooms. It was such an expensive tent, and it was so heavy. And we stayed brown camp, something like that?
White camp.
White camp.
We were white camp.
And
Is that closest to the village?
yeah, It was pretty close to the village.
It's basically it's that
airport.
gravel path that's all the way down.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
think Blue Camp.
Yeah.
And then keep going. It's White
Yeah.
Camp.
Yeah.
So we stayed at the top because obviously there's loads of hills and slants there. We stayed at the top because if it rained,
It goes down.
it goes down.
That's why.
You don't have to
Thank
worry.
God.
That's why it
that we
was
were
great
there.
for me.
Yeah, we made a smart decision. But yeah, my tent was glorious.
Fuck yeah.
And then we had a massive queen-sized airbed.
What you did, bro?
Duvet. We had
Luxury.
duvet and pillows. Mate,
You were
My
a breath
guy.
away from having a fucking flat pack double
I had a
bed.
house. I had a full
Yeah, bro,
house.
literally,
That
bro.
was him. He
That
showed
was
you
you.
that,
You
bro.
texted me yesterday, bro.
Nah, mate,
Mate.
I was envious of your tent, honestly.
Oh, it was so
I remember in
good.
the mornings we had, God, first morning, basically me and well, we all know Rick, our mate Rick. Me and him went halves on like 50 cans. Got 50 tinnies of like, you know,
man.
Strongbow and something
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
Worst choices to get pissed
That's
on.
horrible.
Anyway, so like that'll last us 5 days. About 5 hours later, pretty much all gone. We were hanging. Next morning, I remember crawling out. My tent wasn't terrible. It was fine. I had a sleeping bag and that tent. I was fine.
Yeah.
Sound.
It was a place to lay my
All you
head.
need.
I remember fucking crawling out first morning, white as a sheet.
Freezing.
Like I didn't know what to do. So I went round the back to Chunder, and then like I remember crawling out, and you got up at the same time, and I think your ex was just sat on the chair with like a brew, and I was looking at you guys, and I was thinking, what in the absolute patio? What in the absolute fucking privilege have I exited my fucking hovel to? I walked out, they were there on their little, like, they had a flat, like a roll-out waterproof patio thing with their little deck chairs and a brew, and I'm just thinking, am I like the pinnacle of fucking poverty right now, looking at the elite
temple you
at the
built.
temple? And I was like, what's going on here? I felt shafted. I remember one morning though, I felt so angry the next morning. It was just you stayed in your tent for a bit. I remember coming in just lying next to you. I was just like, nah, I need this for a bit.
Yeah,
Hold me.
It was so good. I remember that. He looked,
Pissing myself.
he looked so done. Like, I mean, just you've not seen a man more done with the world.
You
defeated.
do, because 10 seconds later, Rick also had a coffin of a tent.
He did.
So we just see slowly, everyone stops what they're doing.
Did just
We
watch
were
it.
camping with a few of his mates. So it was about
Yeah.
10 of us in this circle. You know, everyone's out except Rick, and then we just stood around and we just see this zip, the slowest unveil ever, and then out of nowhere, like a rhino being birthed. And then like puts his hand down to get out, and there's just sick all over the side of his tent. And it's like, bro, he was a mess that morning.
Didn't he? Like the first thing he said was, "Oh no, my tent."
Oh,
And it was like he was so done, like he couldn't fathom
Yeah.
the energy. He was like, "Oh no, my tent."
Then just crawled out.
That
We
was
had a
funny.
fucking village. Like we really
Oh,
did.
we did. We had a big,
community.
we had
You
a
and
big
Max
gazebo.
Yeah.
Big gazebo in
had-
the middle.
We had like everyone kind of almost. You know how people take up roles if you're staying with a lot
Yeah,
of people.
yeah.
So we had.
Yeah.
There's a guy we know called. He called Xander. And his now wife Nessa. And they were like the parents of the group.
They
So
really
right,
were.
yeah,
they had all the meat for the barbecue in the cooler box, and they're like
They also
veterans of
had like a
this.
proper camping stove.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And it lights using that gel, that foam
Yeah.
gel.
So
That
you
was
know,
a godsend.
we had them, and they were making sure everyone was fine. So they had like coffees and stuff ready
Yeah,
to
man.
mug
go.
shots on tap. I tell
Yeah.
you.
Oh, it was great.
That's really nice, that. Because when we first got there, when we had piss wet clothes, I had my 5-finger Death Punch hoodie that I bought literally for there, and it was covered in mud, it was covered in shit.
Oh,
right?
mate.
So when it was pissing it down, we're all starving. We're pissed, we're starving, we just want to get done. So after we've done it all, we've literally got, I've still got the hoodie. You've seen me wear it, probably. We've got 4 spokes because we're so fucked we can't even get this gazebo up. So we put 4 spokes in and then my hoodie over this fire, over this barbecue. So I'm thinking that's going to dry my hoodie and I'm going to be making stuff. And we're like, fucking winner, let's get that on there. So all I can remember, it's fucking pitch black. We're all fucked. We're all I'm sat there in the pissing rain because it was a shelter for the. It was also a shelter for the thing. I'm turning these sausages and this bacon over whilst buttering bread smashed out my face, and we're all just peeping through
Oh
through
no.
each other whilst my shit stained fucking hoodie is covering this fucking stove.
Mate.
And that's one thing we lived off was bacon,
Oh, yeah.
sausages, and bread.
That's about right. We had a gazebo as well, didn't we? We'd set
Did
the...
is
Oh,
the key
what, was that
word
your
here.
extension?
No, God no. No, that was the community's. That was.
Oh,
that
was
That was a communal gazebo.
Yeah.
It was
So
lovely.
we had this really nice white gazebo. It was like the proper triangle. You know, it
It was perfect.
was a great one.
It was huge.
Nice.
It was
all-
massive.
Fit all of us underneath.
No
it,
one
wasn't
was
it?
fucking like
Yeah,
near
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
owned
It was.
our
It was.
space.
Secured into the ground
Yeah.
with proper
Proper, yeah.
posts
Yeah.
and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
All of our tents then around it. So we had a nice little communal area to kick back. Yeah, no, that was sick. It did kind of. There were some dickheads there. There was apparently people going around just ripping up gazebos
Standard.
and just
Oh,
know.
yeah,
But you
yeah.
get them
tearing the place
everywhere.
up. But yeah, no, our little campsite that we'd set up was proper homely. Like we'd had.
Yeah.
So we had plenty of meat, plenty of beer. We started playing something called Wizard Sticks.
Oh, yeah, on the first day. That's
Hide and
hard.
sausage.
So,
Nah.
oh my lord.
Come on, Ben, you can because you were the one that
I
really
was the
kind of.
champion at Wizard Stick, bro.
What's
So,
this?
for anyone that doesn't know what Wizard Sticks is, it's basically a game where you're drinking tinnies
And you
like-
stack them up.
and you get out some tape and you tape every time you finish a drink, you put you tape them together and your fresh beer is like on top and you have to like do the best that you can,
Oh,
drink like
yeah.
that, and then when you can't, you just keep adding to the stick. And when you're done drinking, the two people with the biggest Wizard Sticks have to smack the shit out of each other for the crown of ultimate wizard.
Yep.
You know, so oh my god, me and what was his name? Was it Josh? Yeah. We got absolutely smashed, and we had these like fucking 15, 20 can long Wizard Sticks, and he had a Batman mask with him for
did.
some reason. So I put on this Batman mask, and we were just in the middle of a white camp, and everyone was watching us like, "Oh, this is sick! What's going on here?"
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
arena.
gladiatorial arena. Dun, 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 dun,
That's
dun,
sick.
dun. Anyway, we were just smacking the living shit out of each other, looking around. Everyone's recording. I was drunk off our faces, just twatting each other with tins. I think I got a cut on my face.
Yep.
Because the tin
They
split
started-
and then cut me or
Yeah,
something.
it started
and-
opening.
Oh my god, it's
it-
dumb.
I need to quickly sort something.
That's fine.
I think
It's
genuinely
dumb,
the worst story, and you're both gonna think I'm disgusting. You probably will see me differently, right? So obviously we were living off bacon and sausages
Yeah.
and bread for like 3 days, right? Well, for the 5 days we were there, but 3 days in, it's not even the fact that I needed the shit. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to go and try for the loo, right? But at this point, there is thousands of people who have gone for a shit now. There are them Portaloos at the top of Gold Camp, and if Parky might know what I'm on about.
Packy knows. He's having
knows.
flashbacks right now.
Yeah. So basically, because at this point, like it all stacks up, doesn't it? Like the shit stacks up, bro. So it was due being emptied, but I was dying for a shit, proper dying for one, right? So I went up, queued up, and at this point, it was at the point where you've got the tank at the bottom, and then you've got like the bowl, and then you've got the seat. The shit was above the seat.
You can see the surface tension.
Yeah. So I was dying. I had to, bro. There's no way I was not shitting today, right? So I had to hover above this mountain of shit, take a dump, take a deuce, curl it out on top. But the gravity, there was none. So there was no gravity to pull the shit out my ass.
So it just stopped on the top.
So it stopped like
Connected.
it stopped. Bro,
Like a Mr. Whippy, but they haven't pulled it away.
that's what it was. Like that. So,
The hot ice cream machine.
bro, so who had to pull it off?
Oh, my man.
My man.
No.
So I had to curl this deuce out like this, curl it, right, and it got to about here. So I had to get this toilet roll, and I had to the one plies. I had to pull it out my ass and just like leave and wipe my ass and go. And
I did not need to know this.
little deuce
I
there.
didn't need to know this.
But you did need to know it because that was that sticks with me, bro.
Did you feel that on the
It
day?
fucks me up daily, bro.
Mate,
It was
Oh no.
mad.
that's so sad.
It was sad. And then the same night, we were all playing rugby at the time as well. So we were all fucking about drunk, you know what I mean? And I rugby tackled my friend into this big pile of cans, massive pile of cans, and we all woke up, obviously swatted in the next day, looking around. The cold air hits you, and you're like freezing. And then
Absolutely hanging.
Ben opened his, and he was like, "You rugby tackled Bill into that pile of cans, that's where everyone's been pissing.
Oh no!
I was like, no, bro.
Brother.
Fuck's sake.
Oh
so
my
bad.
god.
So I think after my experience with Download, I literally got home covered in piss and shit.
That's horrible.
At pinnacle festival times.
So, I never used the porta potties
You didn't?
all week.
You didn't go through shit at all?
Well, I did at the end.
Where did you shit, bro?
We had so over the course of the week we had this cooler box, right? And there's a second story around this cooler box.
No.
So
now.
I've got IBS. So I was like, and I'm really shy with going to the toilet,
Yeah,
especially going for a shit and things like that. I was even worse back then. I've obviously improved since because the conditions got worse. I need to go now.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna hold it. These guys were getting up at the crack of dawn, just
Oh
just
yeah,
being cleaned.
whenever we were on the way back from stadium,
Yeah.
me and Rick would trek to the entrance of down the very entrance before all the campsites because there was four porta toilets there that were pristine.
Yeah.
So we would just make the 10-minute walk.
My man had it on lock,
Oh,
right?
lock, bro.
I didn't, and so I had held it in for, I mean, many days.
Longer than
Yeah,
any man
yeah.
should hold
Longer
in
than
a
you
poo.
should actually do. Like, this is also a word of warning, guys. Never do this.
No.
I
Anyway,
need a poo right now.
the last day of download had arrived upon us, and I was like, well, I can't survive
The trip
the
home.
trip home. Like, I was in agony.
It's like a 2-hour drive.
Actual
isn't it?
agony. Like, I
2-hour
could,
drive,
yeah, I could barely walk. I
Yeah.
was in so much pain because I'd basically just compacted myself. And I
Yeah.
was splitting. I was like, I'm in danger here.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing myself proper
This is the
harm.
danger zone.
So I was like, I'm gonna have to go. Anyway, so we had this cooler box that we'd obviously stored all the meat in and things like that, and it was the last day, and it was your tent because you
It
were
was my tent.
You wasn't.
Was it my cooler box as well?
No, it was.
Yes, it
Sanders.
was. It was mine.
Was it yours?
It was mine. I brought that cooler box.
So,
Keyword
anyway,
was.
was. Oh, I mean, why it didn't come back? There is a second story afterwards, though. So we I was like, I need to go. Cooler box is empty. Tent is empty.
My man.
Put the cooler box in the tent. I like my luxuries. And I took a shit in the cooler
You know
box.
what? That's Giga move.
But it wasn't really a shit. Mate, I gave birth. It wasn't brown.
Oh. What colour was it,
so
bro? Green.
Literally like a raw placenta.
Wow.
It was pink.
It's
and
vile.
it looked like offcuts at the butcher's.
Did you see it?
No, I did
no,
not fucking
right.
see
Like,
it.
I would have been
honestly.
curious, man. If you said to me, "Can
Nah.
you look at my shit, bro?" I'd have been like, "Yo." All right.
It looked like an offcut at the butcher's.
That
It
was
looked
mad.
like a fucking spleen or something. I genuinely thought I'd deposited an organ rather than had a poo.
Oh, fucking
It was awful. It was the most excruciating shit. I mean, like that thing. I mean, my arsehole must have been, we're talking agape.
Again.
How I didn't prolapse or something, I don't know.
Can you
I
stop
genuinely
talking? We get it.
No,
Keep moving.
no, you need to know how brutal this was.
Every time I hear this, I'm like,
It's the worst thing I've ever done in my life, and it was
you're sorry. It's the worst thing I've ever done.
it was so bad that I will never let happen again.
But then what happened?
People were diving through tents,
Oh no.
and someone dove through that tent into a cooler box with my
Oh, no.
center of a poo.
The anger.
Can you imagine, bro?
I don't want to imagine.
Straight through someone's.
I didn't see the
Absolutely
enjoyment
vile.
of diving through tents after an event. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of fun, bad smashing shit up. Imagine doing that and then just getting placebo all over you.
Poo center.
Yeah, poo center.
That's file.
Download poo trauma's the worst.
It is.
I want
It is,
more.
bro.
It is. And yeah,
Can I be super cheeky? I really need a wee. I'm gonna
Go for the wee, then.
go for a week.
Wanna
Watch
be-
you can.
Oh yeah. Sorry guys, back in like a minute.
Full minute.
No, you're good. You're good.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, the like I said, the poo trauma that you get from downloads is fucked.
Yes.
But it's like any festival because a lot of people you hold it in, don't they? Because they're like you, aren't they?
Mhm.
But I'll tell you my other story when Ben got back though about another thing that happened at download, which again I will never look him in the face. I'll never see him again. Oh, no, I'll never look at him the same again. Is what I'm saying. These tales are not encouraging me to go. Honestly, no, Chloe. Honestly,
Hey, Chloe.
need to go because festivals are the best thing ever.
They're so fun.
And
but-
welcome in, by the way.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
are.
you're on lunch too.
They're so
Days go by.
fun, but there is just their experiences, aren't they, bro?
Yo, Chloe sent me a picture of her wearing one of our tops, and it was one of the best things I've ever fucking seen.
What are these?
No, the new ones with the logo on.
Yes, merch,
Big
new
love.
merch. Parky, get some merch, lad.
I hope
Come
your
on,
day's
lad.
going alright.
Never seen a. Wait, 45 in a pookie. Oh, honestly,
Yeah.
bro, pookie is fucked.
See, this is why you don't do it. You just wait 5 days and then give birth.
Well, Bill,
Don't do that.
Bill, the guy I rugby tackled, I went with Bill and Willocks, two of my mates. Yeah, he held it in the whole time. Didn't have a poo the whole time we were there. We were there 5 days. I poo the same time every day. I poo the same time every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a clock?
Yeah, I poo when I wake up.
I used to know a guy in high school that he had a little like, you know, what's that calculator brand? Casio.
Yeah,
He had a Casio watch, right?
yeah.
And it had an alarm, and he would be, I'm eating brunch. Love my Sorry, but this is not the best cut topic conversation.
Not really.
Anyway, he had a Casio watch, and an alarm would go off just right where you all sat in class, you know.
Time to poo.
But he didn't have that in him to be like, oh, I just need, can I be excused, or I need, miss, I need a poo.
Nice.
My watch is telling me that I need to poo.
Sound. Be honest about it, bro. You do, yeah, bro. I do at the same
Strangest
time.
thing.
I get up and it's usually about 6:30, 7 o'clock. When
Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm
But
going.
that's it. You've got a ballpark figure. This guy, an alarm would go off. Do you
Same
remember
minute.
him? The guy from school whose alarm on his watch would tell him when he needed to go for a poo. and he'd be like, miss, I need a poo. I don't want to say his name. I'm not going to at the guy.
I don't remember this. Sorry, I'm back now, guys.
Hello.
He had a very distinctive last name. His last name.
I don't last name him.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna circumnavigate by atting him and not at him at the same time.
Okay.
No.
The most famous wizard.
Okay. Oh yeah.
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 Dumbledore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, his last name was fucking Dumbledore.
That's a sick name, to be fair.
It is.
Hi,
Yeah.
Chloe.
So I wanted to say
Yeah.
that there's a story about another story about Ben, right? So we're stood at Slipknot.
Mm.
He's pissing it down, and he's dying for a piss.
Oh, he just stood there. and pissed,
Mega
didn't he?
dying for the piss. But we all had wellies on, right? So
It's not just pissing his welly.
oh, he pissed in mine. So he's got a bottle. So we brought, obviously, you didn't. We brought bottles with Coke, with like Jack JD and shit, right? So we're all smashing back these drinks, right? And then we're like right in the middle of this fucking crowd. There's like 100,000 people there. And we're knocking them back, and then we're like, shit, we need a piss. I get some people to huddle around me, and I take a wee in the middle of these people. That's fine. So he does the same, but he gets a bottle of Coke,
Yeah.
done with a little nib, right? Little Coke bottle. He misses the whole thing, right? But it's weird because I'm looking, I'm like, woo, waiting for Slipknot to come on, and I'm like, yo, my left foot's really warm. But I don't think anything of it. I was just like, weird.
Weird that.
Weird. So I'm thinking, why? So this one's freezing now, and this one's warmed. So I'm like, ready. Yeah. So I'm like, looking at him. I'm like, do you have a piss? And he looks at the bottle. And he looks at it with his pissed gaze, and he was like, no, did I? So he looks at me. I was like, bro, you didn't just piss in my welly boot, bro. So I what did I have to do? Piss out of my welly boot, bro. I was like, I've got to now stand in your piss through the rest of Slipknot.
What piss not?
Piss not, bro. There's people throwing piss.
You're so cute.
Do a podcast.
That's hanging, bro.
Swear.
Ben's not good to you, bro.
Fam.
I'm joking. He's a good one. He's a good one.
What a bitch.
What a
It's
babe.
Ben's for you, innit?
It is, bro.
Everyone get yourself a Ben.
Don't.
Well, the amount of times I pissed in your wellies. And
I know. I tried the bottle thing as well.
I didn't.
And we were watching Rammstein, and I was like, I'm dying for a pee. And my ex, fucking feral, she didn't give a shit. She just, no one guarded her. She just squatted, dropped down, did
Thing
a
is, no
business.
one cares though.
No.
Everyone's got wellies on.
And I was like, right, well, I quickly, finished off what was in the bottle, and I was like, I'll just pee in this. And I got really put off because I couldn't get, like, the tip of my knob to, like, get comfortably in the bottle. I didn't just want to piss everywhere.
Why don't you just aim into it?
But I didn't think about that at the time. And I was like, because I couldn't get, like, you know...
But
You don't need to turn it into a makeshift catheter.
Well, no, but
you pissed and you're
I was
like,
pissed and I wasn't thinking straight, and I had a load of people
Yeah,
around
yeah.
me, so I was like, I wasn't really thinking the best anyway.
You should have just like squeeze the air out, then let it go and go.
Like straight up, I was stood there like, how the hell am I gonna? What am I gonna?
I can see the algebra's flying
Yeah,
around.
the algebra's fine. I'm too drunk. Rammsteiner on.
Pyrotechnics are
I'm
going.
also
Wow.
really aware of the fact that there's a puddle of my ex's piss right next to me, and I'm like, I just don't know what to do. So I was like, I'm just gonna hold it in. I fucking suffered.
You do that a lot at festivals, it
I do,
seems.
yeah.
Oh man, I had a thing. One of my right. Let's have a nice memory of download for me. So on the first night of music, so we'd had 2 days of pure sun, didn't we? It was baking. The third day, the first day of music, pissed it down.
Yeah.
So it didn't
Same.
piss it down straight away. We got there, we watched Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah.
They were dope
yeah,
live. They're
sick.
dope live. And then we were waiting for Baby Metal to come on. But after them was Killswitch Engage, which is
Oh,
like one of my
yeah.
all-time favorite bands.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love Killswitch. And me and Rick were like, it started to piss it down then, and we were in jeans and boots and trainers and stuff, and we got pissed wet through, and we were miserable. So we were like, this is arse. Let's leave.
Yeah.
So we left the stadium and
Oh, fuming.
went and bought loads of waterproof gear from one of the
Yeah,
rip-off village stands.
Yeah,
Wellies, bare money.
Basically a
Um,
bin bag for
yeah.
50 quid.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
Horrible. Went all the way back to White Camp, got dried off, got changed into this new stuff, and we're kind of like, you know what? If we walk back now, we'll catch a bit of Killswitch Engage.
Yeah.
Let's have a nice time. And then on the way back, like the sun came out.
Mhm.
The sun came out, and we got to the gates of the stadium, and walking up, we could hear Killswitch Engage, and me and Rick looked at each other, and we were like, yeah. So we
Yeah.
started running.
Nice,
Yeah.
We were revitalized. Felt amazing. So we get through the gates. We start running down because it's the big hill, isn't it? The big hill
Yeah,
down to
yeah.
the main stadium. And My Last Serenade was being.
Yeah.
We were playing My Last Serenade, one of their all-time bangers. And like me and Rick sprinted down this hill, got into the crowd, and it was just jumped straight into it, and we're just like, this is my last. And we're going sick. And out of nowhere, from that moment on, the horror and shit of that first half of the day was gone.
Yeah.
We had a blast. We were so happy.
You have their memories in festivals. don't
Loved
you?
it.
You
We
have
were
the
so
real
happy.
fucking lows.
We were
don't
so low.
Yeah.
I was crying. I was upset.
Yeah, I
I was like,
cried.
I was like, I'm ruined. I'm not going to see some
Yeah.
of my favorite bands because I just wasn't well equipped. And
Yeah.
on the way back, we just felt so good. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite memories from Download.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
running back down the hill to Killswitch Engage.
It's class, man. You get that memories are unreal.
Love it.
Do you remember? So we mentioned the cooler box. There was another great thing that happened around this cooler. This cooler box was hilarious. So
Funny,
Xander,
then I was actually do a podcast.
our friend, our mate Xander had brought a slingshot. It was a
Oh, yeah.
3-person slingshot. It's one of the big ones where you've got a person either side holding
Yeah,
it
yeah.
for tension, and then one person running all the way back. And I mean, this thing would fire 200 feet.
Yeah.
So we had a load of leftover horrible burgers and meat. We had water balloons too, but we also just had rancid meat.
I wasn't a part of this, by the way. I was just
So
witness.
we started.
You hooligans.
We started off with the water balloons, all right, that was fun. We almost hit a Marshall from about 250 meters away. It was
Nice.
fucking hilarious. So we were like, bam, and then you'd see us all pop up like meerkats, and then you'd
yeah.
watch it, and I shit you not, so we fired this yellow one, and it went flying, and then the wind had caught it, and there was a Marshall like here, and our thing's going like that. I'm going to do it this way for a camera, and it's going like, and it just curved him. And it was the scary. We all just like.
Can you imagine getting hit by
Yeah.
that? Fucking well, innit?
Oh
wasn't it?
yeah, nah. And then,
What killed him?
well, this is it. The last day, we had a few burgers left. We were yeeting burgers,
Yeah, I bet we
like
were.
from one campsite to the next.
Stop saying we. I wasn't part of it.
You were right there.
As a witness, I didn't take
You were
part.
laughing. It was
Yeah,
funny.
you laugh funny.
We were just
It was funny. I'm an accessory to crime.
those slingshots are the best fucking thing. We were just slinging.
I want to
shit.
get one. Now that sounds
Mate.
How's that?
They were
Then
amazing.
there were other dickheads though that were launching like empty bottles. That's
that
dick-
glass bottle. That's
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dumb,
yeah,
man.
that's
Imagine
stupid,
You
yeah.
actually kill someone when it hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not funny
That's
that.
stupid.
What was your favourite band to see? when you
Fucking
went?
hell. I'd probably say Slipknot, because
Yeah.
they did Spit It Out.
Spit It Out Live
Oh,
is so
yeah.
good. When they get you on the ground, goosebumps.
So it literally was Goosebumps, and I watched the video on TikTok of them doing it this year
saw it
as well.
yeah.
And I was just like, bro, I was there. So for Slipknot as well, we did a Congo line to the front.
Oh, nice.
Standard.
So like we started one because we were seeing people do them, but it was like people joined in.
Yeah.
And then, but it was a good way for us to get to the front because people moved out of the way. So we did it all the way to the front. But yeah, during that Slipknot, we did Spit It Out, and then you jump the fuck up, and bro, you fucking melt.
Honestly, it's
It
like
was so good.
you'd see people like that are like knackered from the set and they've got no energy. And the second it's halfway through to the breakdown of that song, they get down and they're like, I don't think I can do this. And then he's like, jump the fuck!
Honestly,
100,000 people.
you
Wow.
feel the earth shake around you. Don't
It's
you? You feel
insane.
it. But I think as the best experience, that was probably
Good
the
choice.
best experience I had. Yeah,
Good
but
choice.
when I was there, I made it at the planes.
Yeah,
fly
their
over.
theatrics and stage sets.
Yeah,
are
really
sick,
good. Yeah,
they're
they were fun. But I'm not a massive Iron Maiden fan.
The
So.
Slipknot though.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good one. Good pick.
We saw some mad for that. Jimmy Eat World were there.
That's good. That's good.
Honestly, loads of people were there when we were.
Yeah.
There was just one person who I always wanted to see and I never got to see him. That was Linkin Park.
Yeah, same, bro.
They were there the year before we went, weren't they? They were at 2015.
Can't remember.
Yeah,
now.
they were. They were either at 15 or 14, but they were there, like, obviously real close to when we went, and then obviously you can't see them again.
Yeah.
Well, you can, but not
Just
see
not
Chester.
with my man.
Yeah.
Just trying to think about. I can't remember.
Not going to be Kill Switch.
No, I was thinking about Linkin Park. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, right.
What's yours? I think I know the answer. To this.
Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Breaking
Yeah.
Benjamin.
They're
was
good,
it.
man.
He doesn't fly. That was one of his first, or if ever, like his only appearances in the UK, because he does not fly.
Yeah.
But he made the special trip, so they were, they had a set just after. Skindred.
It was before or after.
Skindred would be
Yeah.
sick live, man.
Skindred and
Doing the Newport helicopter with everyone.
No,
was
they're just
bang.
good. They're good.
But
Yeah.
watching Breaking Benjamin, and then they got the lead singer of Disturbed up to do a song with them.
David Jamin.
Yeah, that's
That's it. I like that.
it was amazing. I can't remember what song they did, Diary of Jane or something, or Breath maybe. I don't know, but
You're just vibing.
I mean, yeah, that was a cry
Breaking
moment
Benjamin's
for
on
you.
fire,
I was
bro.
They are good. They've got some bangers, man. They are good.
Probably
And
one of my
live, they were
all-time favourite
class.
bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. I think they are for you.
Yeah.
Live, they are class. Though. I really enjoyed them. They were good.
Yeah, for me, it was like mainly the fact that the reason why we made it such a priority to go to this one is because it was all bands I grew up listening to. It was like, the Linkin Parks, Corners, Papa Roaches, and Five Finger Death Punch, and whatever. It was so many people.
Yeah.
Rammstein. Who else was there that we were blown away by? Both from about that. But the lineup was crazy anyway. And I'm so glad that was the first festival I went to. Because
same.
everyone at a festival is dead nice. Even when they're in front of you at 7 o'clock in the morning, smacking MD off for being at
You didn't get any outward dickheads.
Yeah.
It's just once everyone had a couple of beers and stuff, then yeah, right. You know, when you're chilling at campsite is when the most dickheads came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you fall over in a pit, someone picks you up. Like, the people around you when you're at a concert are usually really nice at metal concerts anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you always do get that one like 6-foot giant with his 4-foot girlfriend who you accidentally get pushed into the back of because the pit's opened up and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Nah, it's always bald ones. So I've said this before. If you find a bald, muscly guy in a pit, just walk away.
Yeah, walk the fuck away.
Always
You're
the
not
bald
hard
Hardcore
ones.
dancing.
Yeah.
Like
Always.
dancing. That guy's already got his knuckles on. Like he's just
He's ready.
swing.
He's ready to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about you?
Um,
Was it your kill switch moment or?
so my favorite moment was probably Kill Switch, but probably my favorite band that I saw was Bury Tomorrow.
Yeah, Seeing Barry Tomorrow there was sick.
So I love Kill Switch. It's always one of my favorites. But at the time, I'd only like a year or two prior like discovered Bury Tomorrow, and quickly became like one of my favorite bands. They were mint, and at that download they were just insane. Their crowd was like
Their crowd was
that's
mental.
Moving.
I was on the side, like the far side, because I wasn't as into them as you were, and I was knackered from something else. So I wanted to listen to him, but I was like not within the crowd. I was just outside of the crowd. And then they did Lionheart, and I just remember seeing a wave of it. You had you know Roman shield walls? It was that. You had just a line of people, and then the top was just people lying down.
Yeah.
It was just horizontal people.
It's because I'm pretty sure it was that song where Danny was like, he was like, if you're going to crowd surf now because we have a record to break kind of thing. And
he did.
And there was just there was hundreds of people with crowd surfing non-stop.
The only time I crowd surfed was most recently. I didn't crowd surf at download or anything. I never usually do.
Oh, that's great.
The most recent, the last one was Beartooth.
Beartooth would be sick. Wow.
Because they were supported by Motionless in White and Stray from the Path.
That's a good.
And it was a sick fucking concert. Got the tickets for free as well.
Nice.
And the Beartooth, no, it was Motionless in White. I'm pretty sure they had so many people doing crowd surf. It was fucking in a state. It wasn't even a stadium. It was a room, bro. And there was so many heads. There was barely anyone on the floor. It was literally like equal amount of people that were on the fucking.
Everyone was in the air, horizontal,
just
levitating on like a conveyor belt.
That's what it was, man. It was fun.
Nah. What are you doing?
Just talking this band.
Is it bugging you?
Parky, bro, thanks for getting that purchase, man, of your merch during your lunch break, fam.
Send us a picture of which one you get when you get it. Like, we want to see you wearing it. We're trying to collate a load of pictures of people wearing merch. So definitely on Twitter with that one.
Rob, was that canvas for us?
Yeah. Well, Parker says that Disturbed were disappointing this year. That's a shame, bro. Because when we saw Disturbed, they were mint. It was just after they released their cover of Sound of Silence. So
good.
But yeah.
So this is something that we're obviously doing over time. When we're going to be taking this to festivals, we're going to take this to gaming festivals, events, everything. We're going to take it. So anyone who's got stickers, anything you've got, you can email us and we'll give you the address to send it to. But we are going to be sticking as much on here as possible. You can send us letters. Don't have to cost you anything. Just send us letters. Just send us anything,
drawings,
pictures,
stickers,
photos. Anything, literally anything to do with you, badges, anything. Send it over, and we're gonna pop it on this canvas here, and we're gonna keep this forever. And one day, I am quite sure you'll see it behind us.
It's gonna get framed.
Yeah.
And we'll probably get another one, and they'll just multiply.
Yeah, there'll just be loads of them. So there'll be a wall of them one day. So make sure you send us some stuff. If you're in the Discord, you can always message us on there as well, and we'll make sure you've got the address. But going from Discord, if you're not in the Discord already, the Discord's down below. Make sure you join that. And thank you for that.
Definitely, thank you. But this is going to be a big part of us. I'd like to be a part of it too. So
indeed, so
it's a nice visual way of bringing you guys along for the ride.
Yeah,
I think.
definitely.
I agree.
Definitely.
I just want to see it. I just want
to see it. I don't want to see any canvas. I just want to see nothing.
It'll be
sticker and letter and all that good stuff.
Awesome. Have you got anything else to add?
Any more funny download moments?
No, I think I've said more than enough about my download experiences.
You're done. How about you?
I'm good, bro.
But you know what? You're done as well, you pissy wellies. Have I done anything revolting at download?
Oh no,
I haven't. Have I?
Prim and proper.
I was proper.
You were pretty safe.
I was good.
Like,
I was tame.
You just.
Chloe's watching this like.
Yeah, really. No, he was like you enjoyed the music.
Got really drunk.
Got
what you did.
Scarred my shin in the
horrendously
funhouse.
drunk.
Scarred my shin in the funhouse.
Yeah. That was about it. You were pretty.
I was just a party goer.
Yeah.
I bumped into one of my college mates there.
Yeah.
Nice,
we bumped into a load of our mates there, actually. Yeah. Did we jumped in. Sophie and Jasna.
Oh,
nice. Whilst we were there. Like that.
Mad.
Crazy. We didn't know they were there.
Yeah.
There's people we bump into whenever we go to gigs from that Yorkshire lot.
Yes, we do bump into a bunch of people.
I mean I committed orbital bombardment and gave birth, so
sick.
Which came first?
Imagine if I committed orbital bombardment with
that would have got you a fellow.
You know what?
Yeah, that would have been.
America would have come over.
Bro, if I was there, I reckon if me and the lads, that cool box would have been sent, bro.
I sent
the whole box on the slingshot.
Yeah. No, seriously, we were twats at 17. If we did that,
everyone's a twat at 17.
That cool box was getting a bang across Gold Camp.
Love it. Oh dear,
guys.
I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we're done, aren't we?
Yeah,
we
thank
are.
you so much, everyone, for chiming in with us. Oh, all right, you're still there, Curtin.
Yeah, thank you for joining us for this journey we took ourselves on.
We hope
Yeah.
you've enjoyed watching us on YouTube.
Yeah, and do you like this kind of split episode thing where we talk about something like the Twitch and Kick debacle, if you want to call it that, and then maybe move on to something a bit different to line things up? I mean, let us know what you think of this kind of format. We're happy to have multiple topics per episode if that's what you want.
We have topic suggestions in the Discord.
Exactly,
as well.
yeah. Also, speaking of topic suggestions, remember when we do topics on our Patreon videos, they're all going to be topics that are plucked from our Patreon subscribers.
That's right.
So if you want to give input on a topic you want to see us talk about on a Good Luck Have More Fun, let us know in the Discord. Get in that, like Dan says, it's linked below.
Yeah.
And we're all for those suggestions.
Absolutely.
Almost 100 people in our Discord.
There's
mad.
probably like 96.
It's mad.
It's crazy stuff.
Y'all are mental.
Absolutely crazy stuff.
It is crazy.
We massive. Everyone in there is so nice. Everyone's dead chatty, aren't they?
I love our community.
So a big love to our community. You know what? Genuinely, a big love to Robin as well, our Discord moderator, because she's been putting in absolute work.
Yeah.
So if you are in the Discord, just at her and with a little heart or something, because she's been really helpful.
She's been smashing
She's
it.
been doing such a good job.
If you go into the Discord and think, my God, the Discord looks hella crisp all of a sudden, thank her, because
Robin,
it's
yeah.
all behind her.
Yeah.
So give her some love. She deserves it.
She does.
Okay, and TikTok, thank you again for popping in.
Yes, big love.
Around 700. I think it's 700, near enough.
Hey!
Thank you so much,
Smash
guys.
likes. Massive appreciate all of you for being here. If you follow my channel, please do go and click the link that's in my bio, and it'll take you to our TikTok and our YouTube. And if you wanted to see what's going on behind us, obviously you can see that on YouTube as well. So go and head over
It looks sick.
We have
does
hit
look
300
sick.
subs today, so that's smashed
Big
it.
love, guys. Thank you so much. 500 next, just saying.
500 is the next goal now. But if you are here and you've not subbed yet, please do drop us a subscription. We massively appreciate it.
We do.
And don't forget, drop a like on this video and comment.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what's your thoughts. Also, as you can see as well, we do get a new camera, so you can see.
Sorry,
And
we didn't even announce it.
I didn't
Yeah.
even say it. We now look crispy as fuck. So
We are crispy.
Just another good example of where your money goes.
absolutely
Exactly, yeah. Everything we get is all thanks to you guys. So
So thank
it's
you.
a huge help. Thank you so much.
Right.
Yeah, if you've got any download stories of yourselves that you want to share as well, let us know them as well. We'll have a little read of them at some point.
we will indeed.
But until next time, keep your eyes peeled in the Discord and on the Twitter for the next episode date.
Absolutely.
And
See you in the next one.
we miss
See you later,
already.
guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Peace. And TikTok.
TikTok.
Thank you so much for
You've not.
being here.
Ugh.
It's been amazing of you.
It has been incredible. Thank you so much.
Yeah.